Jeff, why do you insist on doing this dumb internet shit on TV?
I look and see, it's not just me.
This place is a fucking joke, man. You're a clown. I quit.
So many of us have stood where we stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. So many of us have stood where we stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. We call us problem child. We spend our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild.
No. It doesn't make logical sense, but it makes.
Well, yes, of course.
But it makes wrestling booking sense. Of course, this makes no sense. Of course, okay, it makes no sense. However, in pro wrestling booking, which often makes no sense, it would do that. It's about making money. It's not about anything else. Wrestling's always been about making money first and foremost. That's it.
Yes, I look and see, it's not just me.
Last weekend was the greatest weekend in AEW history. This is the greatest week.
I look and see, it's not just me.
Security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
So many of us have stood where we stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. So many of us have stood where we stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. We call us problem child. We spend our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. We call us problem child. We spend our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. Get wild! Yeah!
If you're familiar with how we do things often here on these Wednesdays, it's a lot like one of my favorite movies, Time Cop.
What? Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah!
Damn it! Yeah!
What do we got? Super Day, Pro Wrestle Clips. Tony Khan has Camille and Megan Baines sitting at home being paid since 2023 for nothing. Come on now. It's not going to be the pot calling some kettle black on that one. Truth is the truth. Vaquer was more over than Monet. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm reading slow. Vaquer was more over than Monet and is going to the big times. Absolutely. And I said that. I think I covered that show. In fact, I know we did. And I pointed out, I'm going to go back and listen to my own comments. But I did make a mental note, and I think I did point out that I thought she looked really good because I had never seen her before. And now that you pointed out, I don't want to say she looked better than Mercedes, but I think the expectation was a little higher for Mercedes, obviously. And perhaps Stephanie exceeded hers and perhaps Mercedes didn't. That's my take on it.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday comes again.
毎日
Sunday,
毎
Monday,
日
Tuesday,
日
Wednesday,
立の細長
Thursday,
な
Thursday,
静
Friday,
か
Saturday,
サラサ
Sunday
ラ
comes again.
きれいな空気体には細長が気持ちいいんです日立のビッグフローウェルネス日立フレ
Stuck a bitch. We're about to get vile. Yeah. I'm a prom queen, but I keep to myself. Stacking high green. You're in debt to your health. AARP. Ain't shit owed but my wealth. And my oppie's getting dumber every day. Ha! In the gym, but I never need a witness. Tonic and gin when I'm working on my fitness. On Becca, on God, you wish you had this hot bod. On Becca, on God. I'll make you wish you had this hot bod. On Becca, yeah, on God. I'll make you wish you had this hot bod. On Becca, on God. I'll make you wish you had this hot bod. I be flexing like the juice high on tread, all natural. Better give her tens. They say Blondie, how you getting those abs? Hey Bobby, let me call you a cab. Long legs, I'm a woman instead. My eggs, fertile, healthy, and firm. My trades, flowing free like the Thames. And my haters getting madder every day.
Ooh, what's happening, guys? Welcome to another eclectic edition of PWT Live Show. I am your host, the phenomenal, the fanatical, the infallible Phil Marks. I'm here, yes. Welcome to another one all over. We're looking at we're climbing to 200 here. Guys, how you feeling? It's a new year. Yes, it is. It's a new year. Here at PWT, right? We align with WrestleMania, our anniversaries. So, yeah, I know it was, we celebrated a couple weeks ago for PWT, but it was the end WrestleMania 41. We head now to 42 in New Orleans, and this is the first night, this is the, the off season's over, as they're saying. And we have a big night ahead of us, lots of returns, possibly a Rusev day, possibly a wild Jeff Cobb sighting. Possibly, what else? I don't know, a bunch of shit. We got John Cena, we got Cody Rhodes. If you went on the IWC today, if you went on Twitter or something, you would think like the earth exploded or something like that. The way people are completely losing their minds. It's crazy how so many people have an idea of what they want it to be in their head, and then it isn't that, and then they just completely melt down. It's pretty funny. We're going to get into a bunch of that. We have an ungodly amount of bookmarks to get through, especially for WWE. So we are going to crush that out. Toot sweet, really, really quick. Did you guys have a fun weekend with me, though? We hung out a whole shit ton together. And I'm here for I was like considering, damn, do I take this one off to edit and like clip and everything like that? And I'm like, nah. We got to be together for the Raw after Mania. They're in Vegas. It's just as important. It's a part of the festivities. So, it's just as important as the week leading up to Mania, the go-home shows, and then the Raw after. And I don't know, from what the buzz is about, possibly the SmackDown after Mania. I think they're going to try and blow people away with those two moving forward. I don't know, though. People thought we were going to get blown away at Mania. We weren't, or at least to some people. We have a bunch of clips, just so much stuff from the last weekend to get to. I guess we could talk about what happened at WrestleMania, 41, though. We can scroll up and we can just take a look. So the night 2, really got people worked up. And, I just think, like, me and Alfred talked about it on PWT podcast episode 92. We were like, bro, this one's not going to live up to 40. I hope everyone knows that, right? Like 31 wasn't as good as 30, right? We could take any two Manias and especially those like 10s, every 10 they try to make it this big deal and new where we start again, and it's like something shocks you and you go insane. They did that at 40. Like 41 wasn't going to live up to 40. Is that what everybody thought was going to happen? It wasn't going to happen. It wasn't. And was it a fun time? Yeah. I mean, I had it. Joe Hendry was awesome. AJ and Logan Paul was awesome. The 4-way was really good. Everyone started cheering Dom. That was an insane moment. Io got her moment, the unlikely winner as well. The tag title match, I think, is the biggest travesty. Just Becky coming back. Like, I thought everyone would be bitching about that. Yeah, I don't think what did people think we were going to get John Cena when he won the US title and was like, I'm going to revitalize the belt. And he started doing like code reds and top rope, Hurricane Rana. You know, he'd go on the middle rope and like Hurricane Rana a dude and shit. Is that what people thought we were gonna get that match? It's John Cena, boys and girls. Okay, and he's like, "Fuck you, fuck the fans, fuck wrestling." So we knew he was just gonna do like headlock takeover, hold, pose, look at the crowd. Right? Like we knew that's what was coming, and Cody would have to do the heavy lifting as far as like the crazy shit if we were going to get anything crazy. The main event couldn't possibly live up to the one last year. You know, we could, if you guys want to speculate, let's say WWE's being petty and they're like, let's say all of this was like when Cody Rhodes last year, you know, fucked up their plan to do Roman Rock, and this is their way of getting back at them. Let's say this is the old Vince days or something. Pal, you know. That, I mean, fuck. Maybe if they're still being petty like that, like I don't know how. I mean, it is crazy that, you know, Cody got booed and Cena was getting cheered for a lot of that too. I mean, that was something, but you know that's coming. They had to know that that was coming to some degree, so you can't really control that. All you can do is just stick to your guns and have Cena just keep healing through the fucking cheers. Like Roman still does that. You know, they want to cheer him still, and he doesn't give a fuck. He acts heelish still, so you just have to, you know, power through that. If The Rock came out, they all just would have cheered The Rock. If The Rock came out, it just would have been a rock bottom. That's the only difference. So people are freaking out about that. I think Travis Scott just like took too long to get to the ring and shit. His interaction with Rhodes was a little cheesy. He sold the Crossroads good. But yeah, The Rock really fucked things up story-wise. Right? And you guys have to understand something. He's doing like Martin Scorsese flicks and shit. So I like imagine he comes back, tears a tricep or tears a pec or tweaks a knee, and then he can't do a Scorsese movie. I think that he's getting a second win in his Hollywood career, and maybe that's why he was just like, fuck y'all, man. Because even he was talking shit to the dirt sheets earlier. So this is just like egg on the head of The Rock, if anything. I think people are like mad at Triple H. It's like, bro, he did the best he fucking could there with that. You got to be perfectly honest. Like if that, let's say it is The Rock was fucking around, then look at everything else besides the thing The Rock was supposed to be involved in. You know, it was all pretty fucking good. Even that street fight was awesome. It had a good finish. And yeah, it felt like Roman and Solo and sort of McIntyre as well, because I feel like in that triple threat, it was supposed to be Drew, Seth, Punk, and then Roman would be tied up with The Rock or something, and then Solo, right? Like it seems like all these people who are kind of connected to The Rock, or I don't know, like they were, because going into Mania, if you guys remember, and I was talking, I'm like, dude, Solo doesn't have a match. Roman's sort of the afterthought in this whole thing. Like, what are the odds of this? This is crazy. And then Drew just kind of gets thrown in with Damian. I was being critical of that leading into Mania, and if you think about it, that's all sort of connected because The Rock was there. It would have sort of, I think, changed things a bit. And I think, yeah, he has that Smashing Machine movie coming out, which apparently is going to be like really fucking good. And he's got that Scorsese flick, and you know, this isn't going to be good for the IWC, but public perception is back behind him, like in a good way in Hollywood a little bit, I think. And he's, yeah, it's unfortunate. And he did talk shit to the sheets. He's like, no, I'll be there. And yeah, just slowly and slowlier, you just saw each appearance was getting more detached from sort of what was laid out at the after like last Mania. And so even if The Rock showed up, though, I want you guys to understand something. It was not going to top 40. We all know that, right? Like we all can accept that part. Like it wasn't going to top 40, bro. The Rock would have came out, hit a rock bottom pin, and then we wouldn't have got any other answers. And then what? Rock's just gone again. You know, he's just not there on Raw and he's just gone again. Or he comes out and goes, yeah, Cena's my... Well, maybe that'd be good too if he just came out at this Raw. If The Rock showed up even and was like, Cena's my guy, Seth's our guy in our faction here, and they like explain some shit. Yes, that would be amazing. You know? We knew Travis Scott was going to be there. That was already stooged. So we knew he was going to get involved some way. And yeah, I mean, The Rock should have been there for sure. However, people saying it fucks up the story and all that. Maybe it kind of does. Like maybe we haven't seen the rest of the story yet, though. That being said, we knew we were going to go out with like boo-boo faces. Like I called it before. I was like, this could be a really depressing WrestleMania. And both nights ended where it's like, oh man, betrayal or like fucking Cena. No, right? Kind of depressing. Both nights. And so if people had Twitter when Austin joined Vince, it would have been the same thing, right? Everybody would be bitching. But did this ruin Stone Cold and everything? Like, no, he's still the most over guy. Speaking of Stone Cold, he fucking crashed into people and shit, which we're going to get into that. But people aren't looking at, you know, Cena won 17 titles, bro. He beat Ric Flair. This is what people begged for. They wanted Cena. They got that heel Cena. They exploded. They're like, oh my God. Austin lost the belt to Kane and then won it back the next night on Raw, bro. Austin's a 6-time champ. People are 6-time, 14-time, 17-time champs. You don't get there by keeping the belt all the time. Cody Rhodes just held it for like a year. Over a year or whatever. You could argue his fucking reign was, he could have dropped it. Husey was telling me, he's like, bro, if he dropped it to KO at Saturday night's main event and then got it back and went into Mania as champion even, that would have been fucking cool. Exactly. Like he doesn't need to have this thing for a Roman reign, for a Roman Reigns reign. You guys get what I'm saying? He didn't need it for that long. It's him chasing is fun. Now, unfortunately, he might get his ass booed out of this building again, and we might get evil Cody Rhodes sooner than later, right? But for everybody being so over dramatic, like David LaGreca and shit, being like, they just threw everything away all the last 3 years. It's like, how? Are you fucking dumb? Like, how did they throw 3 years of shit away? No, they didn't, right? Like, it's insane, bro. That's like saying that's what they did to Cena when he dropped the belt 12 times or whatever. Right? He's a 17-time champ. He dropped that shit 16 times, man. Oh, they threw away the whole last 20 years, the 16 times he'd fought. You're a fucking idiot. Okay? Like, that's just stupid. That's dumb talk, you know? What the fuck, man? People are way too fickle. But yeah, if you want to tear this shit apart, man, it's the creativity as far as like, well, not the creativity. No, it's the inability to accomplish what you set out to accomplish a year ago. And that's one of the problems in pro wrestling. And this wouldn't be the first time we've seen shit like this happen, right? We never got Hogan Flair at Mania or whatever, because people flip-flop around in the wrestling business, and you plan something out a year in advance, but you can't always get there flawlessly and perfectly. And that's unfortunate. And that is what we were all hoping they had, like plan Bs. But how late until they didn't know The Rock wouldn't be there too? That's what I'm feeling like. A lot of the heat should go on The Rock for this. And yeah, I don't know. He may have been... this is my thing. I think they did have a plan, but The Rock just bailed out last second, you know? Because him and Gewurz were talking all that shit leading up to it. And then the last few months or whatever, it's like, you don't really hear nothing. And then he's not there. And it's like, all right. You know, but if he popped up on Raw tonight and maybe just his schedule was like, well, he just can't make Mania Sunday, but we're in Vegas Monday and I can be there. You know, maybe that's the case, because they're all blowing smoke like this Raw's going to blow people away. And it's like, all right, we'll fucking see about that. As John Cena would say before I check in with
Are you
Chad.
sure about that?
So let me check in here. Monkey Balls for 5 says, took the weekend off, all things internet wrestling, and really enjoyed WrestleMania. I enjoyed it too, man. I really honestly did. Woke up this morning with everyone crying like Triple H off their dog. I know, man. I don't get it. People just woke up today with wet diapers and were like,
Emotional damage.
You know what I mean? Everybody woke up today and they're like, fucking
Wrestling's not fake!
They're like mad. Logan Paul beat AJ. What a passing of the torch. We talked about it on the live show. It was a mania that was focused on like, here's Penta, here's Phoenix, here's Joe Hendry, who's going to be in our company next year. Here's Tiffany Stratton. It's her time. Passing of the torch. Here's Logan Paul. Like, really, here's Dom Mysterio now. Like, he's elevated. It was really like just setting up for the next few years, man. I don't know what to tell people. It wasn't going to live up to last year. We knew this. And next one might be better than this last one. Probably won't be good as 40. Period, man. Period. Right? What did 31 do after 30? The heist of the century, right? Was that the one? 31? Okay, everyone was crying about Roman Brock and the heist of the century made us go, oh, what a moment. But the rest of that mania compared to 30, fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like, people could recite you 30 front to back because it was WrestleMania. You know what I mean? So I just don't know what people expected. 626 for 2 says weird cheering happens when Smarks all meet up. Yeah, it's true. Oh my goodness, Denisha Lane for 50 smokeroonies. You know what they say? And you know what they say? I got a bunch of new sounds from Julia Gulia. D says, Phil, Cena about his retiring. He did deserve 17 titles. I agree with you. Again, we're not sitting there we're crying about how there wasn't 12 run-ins or The Rock didn't run in so that he couldn't be there for the next 6 months again. And then we all complain about that for 6 months. I agree, man. Cena won 17. That's insane. It's a good storyline. He said he was going to ruin wrestling, and that's what he's doing, and that's what they're pushing. He keeps saying that, like, I'm going to ruin wrestling. He said that on Pat McAfee. I'm not going to say like that's a reason you go out there and have a stinker, but was their match a stinker? Like, it wasn't Ospreay versus Takeshita athletically or physically, but it's two guys who was it Hogan Rock? No, not even close. Like, not even stacked up there, in my opinion. That's like one of my favorite Mania matches, right? Wasn't even close. They had the opportunity to do that. They didn't. The Travis Scott shit was sloppy. And so it took away for sure. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's Cody's fault for not taking the shot. Then his chance to hit Cena, Travis Scott is paid to be healed. People fall for it. Yeah, basically, people are getting worked, Well, that's the thing with Travis Scott, too. Like, he was a little he ate the crossroads well, though. But we wanted to see him get slapped and see his glasses go flying. Like, we wanted to see him get Rick James'd across the fucking, right across the chin like he gave Cody Rhodes. That was the thing. So him eating the crossroads just made people boo Cody Rhodes. And then the big thing that happened was like when Cody Rhodes interrupted that 5-knuckle shuffle, boom. The crowd just turned right there, D. Monkey Balls for 5 says that lady Stone Cold hit flopped harder than Flair off the top rope. Yeah, dude, she flopped like LeBron. Yeah. No, listen, man. We'll look at the footage in a bit, okay, Monkey Balls? But that was hilarious. We're going to look at the footage here. Miss October 30 for 2 says AEW just celebrated beating Nitro. Yeah. You see a lot of these sickos like, I can't wait. See, I'm bummed out because of the IWC after Mania. Like, I'm not bummed out because of Mania. I was like all hyped and ready for this Raw after Mania. Look, this Raw after Mania is going to like blow everyone away. And then everyone's going to be like, this should have been night 2. Why didn't they do this one thing here on night 2? Oh, man. But yeah, next time Rock comes back out of nowhere, unless it's tonight and they just tie up a bunch of loose ends and we're like, oh, that's amazing, I'm booing. You know, it's like, nah, fuck out of here. You're gonna Hulk Hogan this up now. What are you coming to? You know, get the fuck out of here, dude. For real, because I was all about it. But yeah, after this year, and I got to give props to like Husey as well, who's like, I don't think he's ever wrestling again. Like, he's been saying that to me forever. You know, like, don't be shy. He's probably not ever wrestling ever again after that last one. Like, just be ready. And I'm like, nah, he's got like one or two. No. Nay, they say. Okay, so let's get into breaking news. We have an ungodly amount before Raw starts here of WWE stuff. So here's Naomi at Wale Mania just going off. This was phenomenal. Yeah, some of this is from before the matches, but it's all topical anyways. I mean, it's impossible to keep up with everything that was going on, but we do here at PWT.
Stressed out, exhausted. You know how hard it was sometimes to go out there and dance? But I'll tell you, you know what? I'll be needed. All I asked y'all to do was what you're doing right now, or to pump your fist. And y'all wasn't there for me. You wouldn't do it.
So she showed up at Wale Mania like half cut and just buried the crowd. You know what I mean? Insane heel work, though. You got to appreciate that.
So you think I care now? And after going
like, everyone was hyped to see her thinking she's going to be dancing, having a good time. She just buried the crowd.
coming back, going through all that trauma, and to be hit with the same trauma from my sister when Jay come in, y'all really think I'm gonna sit here and go through that again? You better proceed with
Yeah, man. She is like the MVP. She was like the MVP going in and coming out as far as just like her character and how she carried Jade through that match. Like, she is definitely the women's MVP, I would say. Or maybe Io. Like, Io was dope. I just don't think anyone expected that. There's a video of her family freaking out too. Michael Cole has confirmed that WWE changed El Grande Americano's build location from Gulf of America back to Gulf of Mexico. So they flip-flopped it a couple times there. So they folded, then they didn't fold. Vanessa Hudgens crashed out when Paul Heyman turned on Roman Reigns. She was there both nights. They're enjoying it both nights. Tons of celebrities. Oh, they're just pretending to be there, Brian. Cuervo was there night 2. So, yeah, Joe Hendry was at WWE World, and then he showed up to fight Randy Orton and gave us moment of WrestleMania when he did the pose, and then Orton hit him with the RKO out of nowhere. Oh, my God, dude. That shit was hilarious. And then Orton, like, hit his pose and did the fucking, you know, his little thing, right? That shit was hilarious. So, okay, we have so much stuff in here. They created the WrestleMania main event between Cody Rhodes and John Cena in Fortnite. Yeah, I don't know. They just use a bunch of music that I don't want to play, or WWE will snipe me again. So Jimmy's Famous Seafoods tweets this out. They go, for immediate release due to his contemptible actions last night, Paul Heyman, aka Judas, is hereby banned from both Jimmy's Famous Seafood and the Island of Relevancy. That's funny. So this is a great graphic, like a poster that I didn't pull up at all this weekend for WrestleMania, maybe once. Natalya and NWA Women's Champ Kenzie Page got into it at Bloodsport, at GCW Bloodsport. Natty showed up, kicked some ass, got a win, and then brawled it out with the NWA Women's Champion. And, of course, Natty and Gail Kim will both be in the Crockett Cup. Amazing shit, pal. Let's take a look.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Right into the ring. The fight continues. I don't think anyone expected that.
I couldn't get a good look. Who was it? Was that Kenzie Page?
It was.
Hell yeah. Natty like kicked ass in that thing too. There was the stage. We looked at that obviously all weekend. So it's official though, speaking to Natalya, she's the newest host of Busted Open. So literally WWE superstar Natty Neidhart is the fucking one of the hosts of Busted Open. So congratulations to her. Here's Kylie Ray, who defeated Zeta Steele in the opening round of the WWE ID tournament.
Make her even more determined.
This is at
To the
GCW.
apron she goes. Swats
And
away.
Kylie Ray's acting like a little heelish now, I think, as part of like her thing now, you know?
Zeta this time, avoiding those knees. Big super kick from Kylie. Russian leg sweep into the crossface. This could be it.
She just taps like immediately, too.
Zeta taps.
People were convinced Zeta was going to win this whole thing, too. So Kylie Ray's all vicious.
The winner of the match, Kylie Ray.
Yeah, there you go, man. We'll be seeing them in WWE again. So Donald Trump was presented the Ulafala hours after the Roman Reigns article release, where all the dirt sheets and everyone were melting down about Roman for some reason, and then all of a sudden everyone forgot about that just a day later. Like I knew they would, because it's just outraged, mentally ill motherfuckers on Twitter screaming about bullshit all the time. But this was funny.
Royalty in our culture. So does that mean I'm royalty?
You are royalty.
You are royalty. Let's go.
You just got blessed.
Does that mean I'm royalty? I love it. Oh, man, that's funny. But what are the odds of that? The timing on that was just impeccable, man. So Stone Cold was super turned up, and yes, he crashed into people. We have the footage. He crashed into the fucking side of the ramp too, making his way. Like that's why his music was playing so long before he ripped down the aisle, right? And that's why he was speeding around during his entrance, because he was like a minute late because he crashed the fucking thing once already. Now who knows if he was crushing Steve Wazers, but he was just
Son of a bitch!
Oh hell yeah! Dropped a beer there. Stone Cold's getting sloppy in his old age here, kid. So Kevin Kelly tweeted out a New Japan deal could be next after the AAA stuff. Kevin Kelly goes, what if the deal was nothing more than sending NXT wrestlers to Japan as part of an excursion, spend 6 months in AAA, then 6 months in Japan for Noah and New Japan? Yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be. And if Kevin Kelly's talking about it, he knows what he's talking about. I mean, on my show, to corroborate that, fucking BJ Bethel. Yeah, I fucking, I don't know if Noah's going to be part of all that, but I'd like it to be. But yeah, I mean, someone messaged me saying, hey, the Noah shit fell through, and so that's why they're focusing on New Japan. Who knows? It doesn't really matter. Even if it's just a working relationship, we know New Japan will work with people, and they want to start getting shit popping and selling tickets. And NXT's outdrawing AEW, so why don't they, they want to expand to America? Start working with NXT, and then you'll get some main roster guys too. It's not like Los Garzas and Andrade and them won't cross over. The curious thing is like Alberto, especially because if Paige comes back, which is likely in some capacity, even if it's like a nostalgia deal or a Legends deal, I think they'll just like avoid working with him, or else he'll just drop the title before this fucking LA show. And yeah, I could see Alberto just you know, like when Nemeth had the TNA title, NXT wasn't working with him because he just left WWE. And I just doubt WWE do business with him after all this shit, you know? He could just, and there's rumors of like, oh, it's going to be called NXT Mexico. No, man, there might be like an NXT Mexico show or something down the line, but they're not going to change AAA's name. Dude, they didn't just buy AAA to then change the name and just ruin the fucking money that it makes in Mexico. Like, what the fuck, are these people stupid? And now they all have the scoop, and Sean Ross Sapp's like, you know, someone tipped Sapp off. Someone tipped me off to this too a long time ago, and I played in X-Files and was like, imagine if there's a Mexico company that maybe before this guy 6 days ago tweeted under Sapp's thing. Have you guys reported on the fact that there's a AAA sale? Da-da-da-da-da. I talked about that shit with an X-Files like a month ago, you know? And I was like, hey, man, there's other fucking... I probably played a Conan too. It's like there's other companies out there that they might try and buy or work with, you know? That's a thing. So, yeah, dude, it's just crazy that now all the sheets are like, we have the scoop, and oh, they might change the name and all this shit. It's like, you don't... Dave's like, oh, this has been long coming. We have a big story on this. It's been long in the works. Why didn't you know about it, you fucking idiot? God damn it. Anyways, though, moving along. So here's The Rock. Nick Khan claims that WWE is the underdog in professional wrestling.
You what?
Oh, my God. We're always the underdog at WWE. We always feel that people underestimate us, that we're looked down upon. Now, if he elaborated, I'm sure he means like in the entertainment world as a whole, because pro wrestling is the underdog in that space. But if he's talking about in the pro wrestling world, which that's what Cultaholic sort of claims here, in professional wrestling, but I don't see, maybe that was the question, like in professional wrestling, are you the underdog? I don't know. I'd have to hear the specific quote from the Bill Simmons podcast, you know, further context. But as far as entertainment, yes, they're always the underdog. As far as pro wrestling, come on now, bro. He goes, and we like it that way. Like, bet against us. We prefer that and allow us to show you what we can do. Yeah, I'm curious if that question was posed as like in pro wrestling. Here is fucking Yita Mania before he won the world title at Wale Mania, just turning up. Man, so over. Here we have Bianca meeting a little girl here dressed like her. And, you know, Julian Weeks is like, that woman is not turning heel anytime soon. I could still see her turning heel soon.
Thank you so much.
I mean, that's the beauty of it. You could do it and get nuclear heat, but you don't have to do it, you know? So that's the beauty of Bianca. So here's Karrion Cross just snapping. I'm going to get yellow flagged for this, but we're going to fucking do it because I love you guys. And so shout out Fanatics and WWE and Sam Roberts and his bald ass head and Megan Morant, right? And shout out Cross and fucking Scarlett and everybody. Here's the thing. People are like, I don't know if this is real or not, whatever. He's got his Topps trading card patch right there. Again, everyone is melting it down about that shit. And it was like, none of you noticed any of them. And here's the thing, right? There's the rumors about Cross's deal might be up and da-da-da-da-da-da. We'll see, man. Like, if he comes out the next few weeks and just gets a huge push and he's calling out AJ, and AJ just lost to Paul. Paul's probably going to take off. Who's AJ going to feud next? Cross? If Cross goes over on AJ, you guys get what I'm saying? This could just be his year. We know that Triple H loves this dude. We know that the fans love this dude. And I think they're working the shoot work, brother, because they keep doing it. It's not like, oh, they're just going to stop now because WrestleMania is done. Nah, dude. Now it's Cross's time to get all the heat and be like, I was right about everything of this person. And then he has motive because, okay, let me explain it to y'all for a second. You guys know how everyone's like, look, he's the cause of another heel turn. He's the cause of this. Look, Cross was there for this. Cross planted this seed here. Cross, has been the puppeteer this whole time. Now he has motive with all to get involved with everyone. Like, bro, when you did this against Roman and I did this, Seth, you don't remember that whatever. Like he can start connecting the dots for people and just mixing it up with all the top guys now. Hopefully, right? Hopefully that's how it goes down. Let's hear him just drop another pipe bomb, like from the Hall of Fame. We played the other one the other day over the weekend from the Hall of Fame where he just went off. Here's another one. Scarlett sells it tremendously where she looks like she's actually concerned. You guys got to remember Cross and Scarlett they're actors, okay? They know how to act really good. That's the thing about them. I don't know if you guys know that, right? Cross gets movie roles and shit. So, yeah, let's listen to this.
Let's talk about how awesome it is that Logan Paul just won. And let's talk about, Sam, let's talk about what Logan Paul represents. The shortcut. Feels so good to be here. Feels so good to be in the business. Thinking about all of the funerals that I wasn't able to attend for the last 11 years in this business, all of the holidays I missed. I could have just started a YouTube channel, could have just jumped in there with AJ Styles. Feels really good, right? It's awesome. It's really good.
Do you guys know we have 25 years combined experience, and what are we doing on Mania?
Well, they know because they're normal human beings, and they actually love professional wrestling, but apparently that doesn't mean shit anymore. That doesn't mean shit. All I asked Alan to do was for...
All I asked Alan to do, right? So he's just calling AJ out his name and shit. It's obviously a work, guys, okay?
Once, to not...
And this makes me think Cross is going to re-sign, get a big fucking deal, and... he's going to get a big push this year. This is all this is telling me. I don't know. Them going, yes, go off at the Hall of Fame. You're fed up. You're almost out of here. Your contract's almost up, bud. Right? Killer Cross, AEW confirmed, right? All elite is all elite, right? Ring of Honor confirmed.
Think about just himself. Think about everybody in the back and think about the professional wrestling fans. That's all I wanted him to do. Sometimes to do the right thing, you have to do the wrong thing. But
powerful shit right there.
He's a narcissist, and he had to do it his way. Hey, Alan, how many more WrestleManias do you have in your system? Probably, I don't know, one. Maybe this is the last one.
See, people get fucking triggered when I say that on my show. I'm like, you guys have to understand, Randy Orton and AJ Styles, like these guys have 1 or 2 Manias left. Motherfuckers are like, no, they don't. It's like, yes, I'm telling you, bro. The next 5 years, like, I'm fucking telling you. And Cross is saying it there. He's like, how many Manias do you have left? 1, maybe 2. It's because AJ's got like maybe 2 left in him. You know what I mean? So he's selling them short there. 1, because they're feuding, but like there's a little truth there because he's spitting, I'm telling you right fucking now. Somebody said it. He wants to go till, who wants to go till 2030? Someone said they want to go till 2030. I think Randy said that. It's like, let's hope he gets there, Same with AJ. AJ out of nowhere is like, oh, I want to retire. By the time I'm whatever age, that's in like 2 years. It's like, yeah, bro, we'll be fucking lucky. And if he can stay healthy, like dudes don't stay healthy all the time, it's really a crazy time to be a wrestling fan because we're in that transitionary period. And I don't think they're going to let Cross go. We need guys like Cross and Drew to carry this shit and get elevated now for the next generation. Because even like Cody Rhodes, I'm not saying like, how long do you think Cody's got? 10 more in him or like 5 in him? 5, 6, 7, maybe WrestleManias left in him. And at what point, 6 and 7's even pushing it. Really think about that, guys. That's not a whole whack of a lot of time, So that's a lot of these dudes in WWE.
I don't know, 1. Maybe this is the last one. And you just pissed that away. For what? For what? For your way? Thanks a lot, bud. I really appreciate it.
Because how old's Cody Rhodes even? He's like 42 or something. Or not 42, maybe. He's like not even 40, but let's say in 5 years. How old is he, right? Cody Rhodes' age. He's like 38 or 39, right? So if we go like 39. So if we in 5 years, he's 44. Okay, does he go another 5 after that? That's where it gets crazy. It's like till he's 50, main eventing. We don't get sick of them, these fickle fans, man. We need to start making these Drews, these Karrions. You know, we need to start making these fucking some of these dudes. Thank God we have like Trick and Oba and everyone coming up the pipes, right? Like, thank God, dude. We have Ricky Starks and shit. We need to start making some of these dudes big time. How many does Punk have in him? 3 more, you know?
You want to know what the best advice I ever got? It was from Bill Goldberg. 2021, back when I was in the Twilight Zone. You know
Cross
what I
is
mean?
40. Cross is 40. There you go. How many manias he's got? 5? Like, is he going to go to at least 50? Is everyone going to go till they're 50 or 55? You got to think. I didn't even know Cross was 40. I thought he was younger than Cody Rhodes. So there you go. Like, this is what I'm saying. We got to start pulling the trigger on these dudes right away and start, like, thank God we got all these NXT guys. But, dude, you got to start smashing. Femi should be on the main roster being smashed over our heads right now. Thank God we got Braun Breaker and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because otherwise it's like, shit, man.
Drink for gasoline. It was awesome.
Same with AEW, bro. It's like Kenny, the Hurt Syndicate, Mox and shit, Edge. That's just all on top. It's like, fuck. You know, we really need these young stars, dude.
Tell you all about it. Bill goes, hey, Cross, you know what? You remind me a lot of me. I go, I think we have different styles, Bill, but I really appreciate that. Do you have any advice for me? He goes, you know what? You just got to be a good soldier. A good soldier is what he said. So I decided to be a good soldier. You know what happened? They released me. And then I come back. You know what being a good soldier gets you, everybody here? Just so in case you're wondering, you want the back scoop here. Being a good soldier gets your times cut. Being a good soldier means that people come up to you and say, hey, you got any great ideas? Yeah, here it is from Scotland. No. That's a little too great. We're looking just for good ideas. That's for those guys over there. That's what being a good soldier is, okay? Being a good soldier is coming to your hometown where you cut your teeth, we got started, and not being on the card. It's all about viral moments now. That's what it's all about, viral moments. Well, Guy, everybody's been telling me that I got to become undeniable. And as soon as it happens, they ignore it, and they shut it down. I never asked to wrestle Randy. I never asked. That happened organically, and you ignored it for a viral moment. And good on Joe. Nothing against him. But you ignored it. And the crowd told you exactly how they felt about me on SmackDown when I was eliminated. And you ignored it. Become undeniable. My ass. My ass. You want a viral moment? On behalf of all of the true fans of professional wrestling, Guy with the suit and tie in the truck, go fuck yourself. That's from Killer Cross. No.
That's from Killer Cross, yeah. And it's either they're setting him up for a big push, or he's trying to show them, like, he's sitting there going, well, they haven't offered me something. Let me just fucking show them. Fuck it. You know, what are they going to do? Fire me? I'm not even, you know what I mean? I might not even be here anyway. So let's just fucking shoot from the hip and let's see. He might go viral. He is 5.96 million fucking views on this, bro. Right? And he's going to go, and they're going to go, all right, dude, we're going to fucking sign you and put you earned it. Like, sometimes you got to take the ball and sometimes you got to just make the play yourself, you know? Sometimes you got to just be like, fuck it, you know? And it's like when the boy, and it's not even going into business, like, who gets hurt from this? He said nothing against Hendry, nothing against, he didn't like bury anybody. He's like, the guy in the suit and tie in the back, fuck yourself. He didn't really bury anybody. He just did his thing. But I think they're acting here. I think this is a shoot work. And I think he's getting primed up for a really, really good push. Let me check in with chat here. Sorry, I'm keeping you guys waiting. Miss October 30 for 5 says, I can see heel Naomi. I can see heel Naomi and heel Bianca teaming up again to get the tag titles. Same Z's, twinsies. Yeah, I thought Bianca was going to win that triple threat, and then we would see like Jade feud with her for the world title, and Bianca would reveal like, yeah, I was actually heel type shit. I don't know. But I could see that too. Merge for 2 says, Austin 420 says, I just crashed my ATV. I took 1 bong hit. What? I took 2 bong hits. What? Drank 2 beers. Crashed my ATV 1 time. What? Crashed it 2 times. What? MJG for 2 says sickos and crybabies. That's what the IWC breeds. Yeah, bro. It's just fickle fans, you know? And then WWE fans like who sit there and talk shit about AEW sickos all year, and then they're crying like fucking crybabies, being sickos, being wackos. And it's like, why? Because it wasn't last year's WrestleMania. Like, why? Right? So it's just outrage shit. People are like, it was the worst Mania main event of all time. It's like, man, we got to really sit and think before we just say some shit like that. The worst one ever? I mean, it was pretty good till the Travis stuff. Like, god damn. And it's not like the Travis stuff took so much away from it, right? And what did everyone want? Stone Cold to come out again after he came out to announce the attendance? Well, they weren't going to do that. Well, they want Undertaker to show up again? So they just do that every year? Like, what did you guys want, man? It's fucking crazy. But, yeah, a lot of people crying. A lot of wackos crying. MJG for 5 says, if sickos and crybabies had a child, it would be named Dave LaGreca Meltzer. The performative outrage by men who claim to know how wrestling works. Listen, the thing, like, I get putting on a show and being like salacious and turned up. Maybe not salacious is the right word, but like flagrant and turned up, and I'm gonna like use, you know, like expressive vernacular to get this over because I'm being entertaining and it's a show. We're trying to make people laugh and da-da-da-da. I get that. I get that totally. So I'm not mad at LaGreca for that. But it's just like, bro, you're not consistent in your outrage. That's the problem. Like, you're just flip-flopping around, so it just seems phony. You big fat phony. Yeah, he's a phony. No. Here's the thing. I'm not a hater on Busted Open or LaGreca by any means, but it's like, dude, you're doing that thing where you're just like trying to go viral with outrage because LaGreca's like, there was no Rock. And it's like, Dave, you were screaming that The Rock showed up last time and you were mad that he showed up. Now you're fucking this year, you're mad that he didn't show up. He's just trying to create that like pink robe crybaby shit he got last year. That's all it is, you know? Shout out Busted Open, though. No hatred for me. Manboy X says, do you think that's all Karrion? To me, there's a little Hunter in that rant. Karrion is a Hunter guy, I believe. There's a good handful of these folks, like Andrade. Everybody was like, oh, Andrade's mad. He doesn't want to be there. It's like, you guys realize they're partying in Vegas all week. They've been in Vegas all week, bro. And Triple H made a point to be like one of the best luchadors alive, like that's ever lived, Andrade. Like he made a point to say that during the AAA announcement and stuff. And he's a Triple H guy too, man. It's just a matter of like, there can't be something for everybody all the fucking time. And here's another thing that I said on this show that nobody else has said anywhere else, that the WWE roster is well aware of. There is a quote unquote, and it's not like a hierarchy or anything, but there's like a PLE roster and a TV roster. And yes, they overlap. And of course, that's natural in pro wrestling. But there's people that they look at like, you guys are going to carry our fucking shows. And our stars can do Mania, or like, you know, Becky Lynch, we're going to keep her. She wants to do a fucking movie. She's going to go away for a while. It sucks she popped back in at Mania. Like, I ain't down with that either. You know, I thought that was the biggest travesty, not fucking like just the IC champ being in a tag match for the tag titles and then winning them, I think is even more of a travesty than it being Becky, who showed up to back her up. Like that whole women's tag shit has really irked me. You guys know that from listening. But yeah, I mean, I think Cross is a Hunter guy and they're priming to push him and they're working the shoot work, brother. And that's all it is, because Cross is like, oh, when I was a yes boy and pitched my ideas, do you know what that got me? Well, it's like, that's mostly under Vince, right? So you had Triple H, you gave him like last year to try and really rectify shit. This year, you know, I think The Rock kind of fucked him. Next year, we got to start making other stars, you know, more of them, more and more and more of them. Cross versus Punk. That's a program I think we'd all get behind. Okay. So let's start seeing shit like that go down. So Sting said that Vince McMahon called me to offer me a WWE World championship match against Seth Rollins. I agreed, just to get closer to the Undertaker and make our fight a reality, but it never happened. I had so many ideas for the fight, Taker with his mystical character and me with mine. I think it would have been an unforgettable night, a match that fans would remember for a lifetime. That fight was all I ever wanted. It's all I ever needed, yeah. So tell me what to do now as I put Raw on. Yeah, dude, that's what we all wanted, man. We all wanted Sting and fucking Taker to throw down. That would have been so good at Mania instead of Triple H. No, it's the last WCW guy I didn't bury. Is what it is, man. So here's Drew McIntyre instigating Damian Priest during a signing at World, and then he one-upped him at WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, get him down!
Yeah, so you lost, Damian. Sit the fuck down. No. Here's Alfred Kanuwa talking to Jey Uso. So let's take a look. Can I get a yeet for my guy, This Is Nasty, and Big J?
How do you react to that online hate, if at all? Does it ever get to you?
No, man, if you just get out the house, right, Lucy? If you just get out from behind from your iPhone, your iPad, your computer screen, right? And you come out the house, man, and you let the sun hit you on the face a little bit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Breathe in some fresh air. You know what I'm saying? Come on down to where your arena's at one time if WWE's ever in the building. And if you ain't ever been to a WWE show, man, this is my invitation. Come through. You know what I'm saying? Might change your whole perspective and your whole opinion about Jey Uso. Because when you step into arena, if you buy a ticket, Oos, and step into arena and come to the show, man, you'll feel the energy, Oos, man. You'll be eating right there with me, Oos.
Nothing but facts, as far as I'm concerned. Yes. Jey Uso spit absolute facts there. So Vanity Fair asked Roman Reigns about the Janelle Grant lawsuit. And he says she's got to live with all these situations that happen, and hopefully she's in a place where she feels comfortable and she's secure in her own place. It's embarrassing. That stuff you don't want to hear about. You don't want your family to hear about. Yeah, fucking A. So Mickey James, Thicky James, in all the fucking right ways, and shout out Nick Aldis, right? Shout you out, brother, winning. And here she was at the IWC Super Show.
Over the last 20 years in the United States.
From Richmond, Virginia, please welcome the one, the only, hardcore country, Mickey James.
Is getting a lot of play today.
Absolutely.
So yeah, she threw down. Unfortunate she's not going to be on LFG moving forward. So Stone Cold said he had to cook Pat McAfee to protect the business.
And dude, you took that stunner like a champ, and people asked me, and then some of the guys backstage, they know me pretty well, and they said, "Hey man, it looked like you shot with that stunner on McAfee." They said, "What was up?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Anytime them damn football players come over here and try to get in our world, you got to show them what's up." Yeah. So yeah, I laid that shit in on him. And the last I heard, I thought I dislocated your jaw, messed up a couple of C vertebrae. I hit you over here on this side, caught you with a liver shot with that big boot.
Yeah.
And I heard you was just all fucked up.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Shit, kid, you were fucked up worse than that lady I crashed my ATV into. What? So speaking of which, here's Stone Cold crashing his ATV into the stage before he even got to the fucking down the ramp, bro. He missed the ramp. He had to be drunk. Like, what the fuck was going on?
Let's go!
I don't know, man. Couple Steve Wazers. Roman Reigns announces he only has another year or two left. You know, Husey said that 2025 was his last fucking year. And people were tripping, and they were all like, oh, no, come on, Phil. He re-signed. He re-signed a big, long deal. No, man. If he says he has 2 to 3, he could be going year to year for those last 2 to 3. You know, he's not going to stick around doing this forever. Big E and Tyler Breeze were live streaming, and they confirmed that Rusev was, as they're recapping WrestleMania, so I'll give you guys a couple more headlines here. But yeah, Rusev Day is Rusev Day today and every day, and let's see if he returns on Rusev Day. He is in fact signed. Big E stooged it. We all knew. It was all pretty much a known thing. So Braun Breaker did some breaker math. And I don't want to play the whole fucking thing. The crowd erupted, but, you know, I'm going to get yellow flagged a shitload for all. Doesn't matter. The shit Breaker was talking. He fucking lost. So, here is somebody, speaking of getting run over. Somebody got run over by, like, a cart at WrestleMania 41 as well. Now, this is on the fans. These dumbasses, like, running up to a moving golf cart or gator. I don't know what this is, but it's like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, do you just run in front of a moving bus? Like, what are you, fucking stupid? Like, these people are running in front of and right into the thing. Like, you think he's going to stop, you idiot? Boom, stupid lady. Like, don't run into a... Did you guys see that? Like, that one's on the people. I'm sorry. You don't run into a moving fucking... Oh, the ice cream truck's coming. Let me dive in front of it to try and, like, the fuck. So here is the Triple H celebration titles. Right? They're just reviewing, like, WWE World and shit. You guys already know. Here was Natty, though, at GCW. We covered this a bit.
All these women, all these women, all these women, all these women, all these women.
So she slapped Natty's hand away. Probably another match coming down the line. I think Natty's going to go to Japan and shit too. So this guy fade away media goes, Donald Trump will make an appearance at WrestleMania. He may even have an in-ring role. And then this guy, he gets community noted. He goes, this is blatantly false. According to Las Vegas locally, the source this site's Allegiant Stadium is not expected to have increased security for a presidential visit. According to sources, now Cultaholic has the sources now. Did they ask me? Nope. According to sources, there have been conversations within WWE about rebranding AAA to NXT Mexico.
You fucking mark!
Oh my God.
Shut up, bitch!
Yeah, they bought AAA that's doing sellouts all the time just to change it to NXT
Liar!
Mexico. You guys didn't even know about the sale. You all have the scoop.
Liar! Tell us what you know, you goddamn liar!
Fucking just hilarious. These dirt sheets are mental. So Brandon Thurston lets us know that Vince McMahon still owns 8.21 million shares in TKO as of last September, or 8.02 million shares in TKO as of last September. Of course, he was just doing this. He was just spurging out before fucking WrestleMania, bringing up all this Janelle Grant shit. Austin Creed cracks Logan Paul with that chair. They had a Dominic Mysterio one as well, which I thought was fucking awesome. That would be amazing to do, to like whack them with a fucking chair at Mania, you know? Here is a Triple H and HBK kissing on the lips. Super sus, bro. Super sus. John Cena, as everybody makes their way to the arena and Dom gets a big baby face pop. John Cena today says that they will have to make a new championship in WWE with a brand new lineage, as he intends to take the undisputed championship home with him when he retires.
Ruin wrestling, which we can't have.
No, I'm just going to shut it down. That's all. Here's the thing. Ruining wrestling is there's going to be a show. Everybody's replaceable. There's always another show. I'm going to make wrestling start over. That championship is coming home with me, and I will be the last undisputed WWE champion, period. So they're going to have to make a new title. They're going to have to start the clock over again. And whoever is that first champion, whether it's Cody Rhodes, whether it's Dirty Dom, whether it's Logan Paul, whether it's Braun Breaker, it doesn't matter. They'll be the first one.
Dude, what he's saying is fucking amazing. And we have Cena, the new world champion, getting chanted John Cena sucks right now on Raw. I love the black fucking screen with just the white text. And man, does that mean he's going to get his hands on the world heavyweight title too? And he's like, dude, I'm going to make everybody restart. So whoever comes after me, they're going to be the first one. I'm so down with that notion, that whole concept. David Haydich has become a new member. Memberships are 99 cents. Super chat in. Hit like, hit subscribe, all that good shit. Thank you so much. So here we go. Let's hear what John Cena is going to say, man. Kicking the show off with Cena strong. Let me see. Yeah, there was like 500 of you guys watching. Now we're down to like 400 now that Raw started. Not surprised, but thank you all, by the way, for being here. Been a tremendous turnout. We had almost like 900 watching last night too, I believe. You guys are goated. See, they're half cheering him. Oh, the fireworks. Because they need that moment. They didn't get that footage of angry face Cena with the fireworks. They didn't do it at Mania, so good that they did it here.
Cena breaking Ric Flair's record last night, and he stands alone, holding more world championships than anyone in history.
Here we go. Let's hear what John Cena's got to say. I don't know when the draft is. That's a great question. He's bringing the ring announcer, Mark Nash, into the ring. 80 likes. Guys, let's run the clip channel up to 100 likes before the next segment, okay? Or else we're gonna get a Jericho running. I will rule you. Let's see what Cena's got to say here to Nash. He's handing him a paper with notes.
Statement here.
Green shirt guy front and center.
Apologies. I have been informed that my announcement has been deemed disrespectful.
All hail the Illuminati. Thank you, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the greatest of all time, number 17, gracing Las Vegas with his presence for the final
The last real champion. The last real champion. And Punk's the final world champ. Like, he's the real world champion from AEW. Like, he never lost that strap, you know? So that's hilarious, too, that they're doing, like, the last real champion. It's sort of like the Punk thing in AEW. Yeah, this Mark Nash guy's amazing. 17 time it says on his plates, too.
Right history. You are not worthy.
Damn, you are not worthy.
You think that on Friday you can bully me? And then I step in a ring with gold around my waist, and just because you cheer, I'm supposed to forgive you?
Don't forgive them, John.
Yeah. That's not how a functional relationship works. You, sir, is that the way you treat your wife? No, it's not.
He's just roasting the crowd. Is that how you treat your wife? It's just this weird parasocial relationship thing.
Functional relationship works. Just because you show up in a good mood, I can.
Yeah, Lincoln, thanks for running the picks against Phil. And yeah, we'll randomly pick one of those names here during commercial.
Every damn one of you owes me an apology, and you don't have the courage to do it.
Oh, yeah, getting them, booing them right back. Now let's hope Cody Rhodes can get them to cheer right back. Cena should have came out with Travis Scott behind him. I feel like, too.
This is a secret ticket, so you can show up and take control. Isn't that right? Wow, you guys have gone soft.
What are they saying? We are sorry? We are sorry. Yeah, they're saying we are sorry. See, they want to cheer heel Cena. This is the problem with marks these days, but fuck it, man. You got to just roll with it. We are sorry, dude. Oh, my God.
You fucking mark! Let me just do a quick once-over. That's an arena full of the sorriest lowlifes I've ever seen.
Oh, and then Cena just fucking spins it on him. That's how you do it. He's a master, dude. That's how you do it, bro. You just fucking flip it right on them and make them feel even stupider for saying that.
And here's the best part. You don't mean anything to me.
Now the asshole. See? Just like that. Just like that. He goes, you mean nothing to me. Ooh, Cena cooking.
But you are a group of idiots. For 25 years, you have called me so much worse. I have taken your best shot and always got back up. What makes you think you're going to be the crowd to crack me right here, right now, huh? Go ahead. You mean nothing to me. Your noise means nothing to me. The only thing that means anything to all of our lives is that.
36 dates. He's counting them down. He's counting them down. 52 weeks, 36 dates left.
Time passes, guys. Time passes so quickly, we have no idea. Let's count down the time you've already lost.
Okay, let's see.
Netflix debut, Indianapolis.
Oh, it's counting down. It's counting down, man. So half the year. We literally have. So every 2 weeks he gets to show up, dude. Dates. Appearances. 27. We have 52 weeks in the year. Half the year he's fucking. He can just show up.
I don't have to. I just have to show up and do this.
He's owning every sicko. See, they're carrying the story through with Cena now because it's chapter 1.
The professional wrestling timeline stops cold. I am not stupid like you. I know there will be another Monday Night Raw. I know you will decide another champion. But the title held by Bruno Sammartino, the title held by Roman Reigns for over 1,000 days, the title taken from me in Chicago by CM Punk, the title held by Triple H The Game, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, and Stone Cold Steve Austin comes home with me.
But he never said Hulk Hogan, notice.
Real undisputed champion of the WWE.
So he's saying the belt that Bruno had all the way back, I end it. It goes with me when I retire.
And getting this was the hard
You'll
part.
crown someone else, but it doesn't really matter.
All I have to do is keep playing you like the puppets that you are.
Wait till Cena swears at someone, if he ever does.
Cody Rhodes.
They're booing Cody Rhodes when he says Cody. Heartless. How could you be so heartless? How could you be so heartless? And now Cena's keeping him over. He's like, you sons of bitches, you better cheer him. And now all the sickos are going to be like, man, he cooked. What an epic promo. Oh, oh, oh.
Was outshined, outclassed, out-wrestled, and flat out destroyed.
Yeah.
It's time for you to take a bold look.
What you do is you have Cody Rhodes finally take it off him on his last appearance. Or you build someone up who does it, or you have Cody attempt to do it. He loses again. He just said ruthless aggression. And then Cody Rhodes loses again. And then someone like that you've been building up cashes in the Money in the Bank and then beats Cena after. And then everyone's like, oh my God. And it's like a crowning. It has to be something, one of those three options.
Get out your cameras, please. You're going to want to remember this moment.
Oh, he's going to bring out a new belt or what? What is he doing?
Make sure to get a great picture. Because the last real champ is...
Oh, Randy Orton. Yeah. Yep. He's going to RKO his bitch ass. And he said shit as on the mic as he's about to get RKO'd. Backlash, Randy Orton, John Cena, St. Louis. Yeah, I mean, I called it. It's pretty obvious, though. I mean, I'm not alone on that ship, so. And Orton, he can float around. The draft's coming up. He's a legend. He's not on Raw or SmackDown. And now what does Cody Rhodes do? I think he goes on vacation for a bit, personally. This is a match that a decade ago we'd be like, not again. And now we're like, please, one more time, one more time. Oh, yeah. Orton just shows up. They just filmed it so beautifully. Joe Hendry's once removed from Cena. Oh, we need to get that. Joe Hendry called his shot. Cena put Hendry over on Pat McAfee. And it's like, bro, TNA champ versus last world champ. Ooh, Cena versus Orton won last time in St. Louis at Backlash. Oh, man. Amazing shit. No, Randy didn't put Joe over. He got Joe over. Right? If he putting him over would be laying down for him, but he got him over by doing the shit. You know what I mean? Oh, yes. Great kickoff to Raw. Amazing.
And it was great to see, and as you know, Randy Orton and John Cena go back decades and decades, and Randy ain't gonna let somebody say they're gonna ruin wrestling on his.
That was an amazing start.
Breaking news all weekend long. It really started on the countdown show.
Are we at 100 likes? 2 away from 100 likes. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the show, Chris Jericho.
I look and see it's not just me. So many others have stood where I stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. They call us problem child. We spent our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. Let it get wild. Yay!
Try to warn you guys. So here comes Liv Morgan. Buddy's mic isn't working or something. The bell rang, but he's like the following contest. Now he's saying it and it's working. It's a WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match, he just said, and Liv went, oh, is it? Yeah, so he's like, oh, it's a championship match, and then Liv is like, is it? Yeah, it is. It's a rematch from WrestleMania. Okay, so Liv's cutting a promo. I'll let you guys know what's happening. So she said, welcome to Monday Night Morgan. Which is like a hacky thing to say. Everybody fucking says something like that. Hollywood Center back. Are they hot-shotting the tag titles? I fucking hope so. It was better when they were on Liv and Raquel. Liv is one of the most remarkable comebacks ever as far as character development goes. Whoa. Becky Hogan was supposed to go to Hollywood. What happened? Well, she has gone to Hollywood and done stuff. The titles are on the line again. They could hot potato them and she could take off again. We don't even fucking know. But yeah, she just was in Hollywood and shit. And now Raquel's cutting a promo on Espanol. And Becky Hogan, she's not Hogan bad, is she? I know people keep calling her that, but could Becky get booed? I don't know if she'd get booed, honestly. I don't think people care as much as sort of we do, but yeah, Liv's just cooking here. Let me just refresh to make sure we're at 100 likes. There's a minute left in commercial. They didn't say shit. They're just like, we're the greatest women's tag team of all time. Blah, blah, blah. So they didn't say anything. Mercedes is Hogan. Yeah, Mercedes is more Hogan than Becky, right? Because Becky just wants to build up and put Lyra over. But no, she was, though. I didn't expect her to come back. I thought she was really just happy being a mom. Then as soon as they went, well, last minute Bailey's out and, Becky's there and you're like, okay. And then she was at that improv show being like, I'm not wrestling at Mania. And it's like, okay, it's going to be her, isn't it? She's fucking wrestling, dude. God damn it, Because it was already bullshit enough that it was Lyra and Bailey. And it's like, now you're just going to mystery opponent, what the fuck? 3 mystery opponents, essentially, this Mania.
This Judgment Day duo is certainly dangerous. Looking to get titles again. Back titles on the line, live on Netflix.
On June 7th, Los Angeles hosts 2 epic events.
Hell yeah, dude. They're running the fucking ad for Worlds Collide, dude. It looks very AEW Dynamite-ish. This is dope. And then Money in the Bank is the same day. Should we just back-to-back stream those? I still don't understand storyline-wise why Travis Scott was involved to begin with. He just wants to be involved in wrestling, and he has a mainstream crossover. It would have made more sense if The Rock was there. It would have made more sense, too, if Travis Scott was, like, at least in John Cena's corner for this last little segment here. Orton could RKO'd them both or something. Bro, you got worked. It's okay. We all got worked. Well, yeah, but when did they say... No, it's not a work. Nobody got worked by that. This is why. Ready? When did they announce Bayley wasn't on the match? The day of? So, no, there was nowhere for Bayley to come back. Oh, she was going to wrestle Randy Orton. You fucking mark? No. Junior Sicko Mode. What's up, Kenbot? Rana Dagubadi's here again. Who else is here? The Pat McAfee Show boys are here. Some good boys here. Some good brothers. Can't believe Cuervo. Yeah, Cuervo somewhere here still. Can't believe it, Brian. So Gigi and Paxley, and they're getting a bit of a reaction now. They face the winners of the women's tag team chat. Why? Oh, they had an elimination match at Stand and Delivers Kickoff. That's very AEW of you guys to do that. I'm not going to lie. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Why are these fucking tag belts even a thing? Fuck. Unify all the fucking belts, man. Call Gigi and Tatum up. How about that? How about just call them up, and then you don't even need to worry about me bitching about this. Fucking fuck. See, no one cares because we're just happy to have Becky back, Stand and Deliver was great. It was great. It was actually, people would stack it up as one of the best NXT shows. I think one of the best ones, but we just forget it because it was early during the day, and then Mania was the same day and shit. Wait. So Bayley has a shoulder tear. Apparently it's a work. I don't know. Becky is going to be looking at the lights. That Fiend song got really annoying. Fair enough. Phil's not wrong. Yeah, I'm not really. I never am. No. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm wrong or not. But shout you out. Stand and Deliver is better than Mania. I mean, that's subjective. Emperor, my brother said it sounds like a cheese. Sit and underperform. Sit and underperform. It was fun. No, I like that triple threat. I thought that was awesome. Phil, don't miss. Stand and Deliver first time pay-per-view was named after sexual position. Conan. Manboy EX says for 5 says D-Riders have held hostage of the AEW title for months and still don't have the story that we've gotten from Cena in 6 to 7 appearances. Insane. Absolutely right. And that's where fans get way too fickle sometimes. You know? Just being completely honest. It's crazy they have a tag team title rematch. Liv seemed like she didn't even know going into this, like making her entrance. She was like, oh, is it a tag title match? Or maybe she was just making a face at the commentator's mic fucking up or whatever, or the announcer rather. His mic fucking up, I'm not too sure. But we're locked in. Like, what if they flip-flop the belts? That'd be crazy.
Liv Morgan wants to be back on top. I think Randy Orton does too. What a shocker. Moments ago, Orton RKO'ing the new champ John Cena. What a statement. And Becky now fighting back. The 7-time world champion.
We have a WrestleMania rematch here, folks. Oh, sorry, I didn't take that off screen. Dennis King is a new member. Thank you so much for that, for becoming a member. Members only show probably this week.
Allegedly.
We'll just do something fun, do an AMA or something. But yeah, no, you were absolutely right about Cena, though. He can just cut one promo. It's better than anything Moxley could ever do. Moxley should just come back to WWE, bro. He should have been in that triple threat. That would be fun for like next year's Mania, Mox and Seth and Roman. With Heyman like playing all three of them. Okay, Raquel's just standing there. Miro, yeah, it is Rusev Day. We could get Rusev.
Lyra and Becky. Double team coming from the baseball side. Becky, ready the early storm.
It's just Lyra, people don't. So instead of getting her over as an IC champion, they're like, oh, let's thrust her into the fucking tag division with Becky some more. Doesn't even make sense. It's like they're trying to give her the Becky rub that she got in NXT already. Would have been better if they had Becky turn heel, or if Becky came back, tried to win the tag belts, Liv and Raquel sneak them, and then Lyra just gloms her with the IC title. And it's like, well, fuck you, you know? Like, you always come back. You always try and steal my shine. You tell me it's my time. You keep fucking showing up. In NXT, you did the same shit. You know? I'm always playing second fiddle when you come around. I don't like when the man comes back around, you know? That sort of thing, man. That's what they should have did. It would have put so much heat on Lyra, made you care. And then Liv and Raquel can go do whatever the fuck they're doing with the tag belts. Like, the fuck? They don't need to lose them. They can just go and lose them to whoever's challenges next, you know? That's...
Certainly chaotic last night at WrestleMania. Liv Morgan, for all of her flaws, which hanging out with Dog, Judgment Day, and all those things,
all she does is get better and better and better every time she gets in the ring.
But I said it before. I thought last year was.
I like Lyra. I will forever die on this hill. Yeah, I don't dislike her as a wrestler. I don't think she doesn't have the skills and stuff. I just don't think they're. It's just I don't care yet, you know? She hasn't made me give a fuck at all. It's like the Seth Rollins thing for a long time, where like people just didn't care. I didn't give a fuck about Rollins for the longest time. Like Shield, he was dope, and then they all broke up, and it was like, hey, what are you? Who are you? You wrestle good, and you're a snake, okay? But then like beyond that, it's like he's like, I'm the architect. I'm the, you know, and they were just putting titles on him to smash him over. And like I liked his run with Sting. I know some people boo-boo on that, but it was just fun seeing Sting like wrestle Rollins like a young guy in WWE. Is crazy. And I don't give a fuck. Sting's debut at Survivor Series too. That shit went hard, dude. So yeah, they've just been working over Lyra the whole commercial break, and she's in like a backbreaker here. Raquel's got her in like a Canadian backbreaker. And then we come back from commercial, and it's just her selling her ass off the whole commercial break.
It's the Raw after WrestleMania live on Netflix from Las Vegas, Nevada. We are sold out tonight at T-Mobile. 19,262 WWE.
Holy shit, they have almost like 20,000 people here for the Raw after Mania. They're talking like, oh, this show's going to blow you away. And it's like, okay, what is it? You better come with the shits tonight. Like, we got Cena. That was cool. The Orton RKO was cool. This WrestleMania rematch, okay. They didn't announce it or anything.
Raquel trying to prevent Lyra from making it to her partner, but she does. Here comes Becky. Liv Morgan over as well. And Becky and Liv going at it. Here are the Becky titles up for grabs.
Becky Lynch.
I mean, she looks great. After being off for almost a year. In the corner.
First match back, she becomes champion.
And Raquel inadvertently runs into her own partner. And Becky gonna make a both pay.
Second match back, she's handling Judgment Day all by her damn self.
And now the next quarter to Morgan. Cover to retain. Kick out at 2. Near fall on Morgan.
Lynch. You know, they talk about ring rust and all that. That was Becky Lynch.
Oh, she's been incredible the last 24 hours.
I just wonder what's going to happen with like PFC. You know? So Jey Uso's going to be here. Rollins and Heyman will be here. Well, we know that they're here, but they'll be like doing something in the ring. Maybe tonight's the night we get Cena, like, who pops up again later in the night for once. Maybe not. So I always feel like they have him leave, and then one of these times he's going to leave and then show up like The Rock did at the end of a show and just beat the shit out of somebody. And everyone in the arena gets to see him lying there and then eventually take off. So I wonder what that's like, too. Like after he talks all that shit, then just an RKO, he's selling his ass off, and then you get to watch Cena leave. Everyone boos him on his way out, or what? Did they applaud him? Naito versus Cena. I don't think we see Naito in WWE. Although I'm not going to shit on him the way supposed New Japan fans, you know, will shit on Naito now. They're just like, he's busted up. He can't see. His eyes are fucked. His knees are fucked. It's like, hey, and you cheer him on wrestling in New Japan, though. But now that it's like, oh, he could go to WWE, they're like, fuck him. He's washed. He doesn't. It's like, all right. It's going to point out all his flaws. You weren't doing that when he was wrestling fucking Tsuji or whoever the fuck, Takahashi or whatever. Zelina's just not over, bro. Chelsea can't drop the belt to her. She's just not over. Like, she has a fan base, but she's just not over the way, like, the crowd does not react to her at all when she comes out. She just doesn't really even have like a character. That's the thing. It's just she comes out in different outfits every week, so she doesn't have a look that's instantly identifiable, you know. And then it's just very basic. Just smile, wave, hug a fan, you know. Her music is shit. Yeah, her new music sucks. And then they do a vignette. She's like sitting on a motorcycle, and then the next week she has like fire wings or something. It's like, well, what is it? You know, be a fucking biker chick from what's that game? Midnight Club Dub Edition or whatever. You know, be what is that game called where you fucking race for people's cars and shit like that? Right? Have her be one of those. Yeah, she's stunning. I'm not shitting on her. She's a good worker, you know.
She says it makes her feel alive.
Like Lyra calling audibles on the fly. Couldn't pick up Raquel, so described. And now, trying to pick her up for her finishing maneuver, the Nightwing. Lyra's got Raquel up there. Can she deliver? She does.
Oh my God. Foot's on the rope. I'm surprised BFAB still has a job. I'm not. She's like Maxine in a different way. She's like improving, you know, and she's putting the work in with Natty and shit, and she will do a fucking job. Like, not everybody can just be like, you know, championship caliber. Like, you can give her time to develop that, and they see something in her. I get it. I get BFAB. You know, some people might not. There's a reason she still has a job. There's a reason Ashanti still has a job as well. There's a reason they kept Cedric Alexander around for so long. There's a reason they keep Akira Tozawa around and Otis around for so long. When you're like, oh, they're just a comedy act. It's like, well, they'll fucking job and they do good work. Like, they could out wrestle, like, physically. You know, if you break it down to like technical moves, Tozawa could fucking out wrestle like half the people. You know, Otis is a great hand to have. So yeah, it's not. I think BFAB, it's not a shock to me. You need women who can job. Same as Zelina. That's how I look at her. But you know, you see that fake IWC noise where it's like push her hard, and it's like, well, why, man? Like, there's so many ladies. Like, if you threw Zelina in, and this isn't a diss, I like Zelina, but it's like if you threw her into the NXT pool right now, there's a million other NXT ladies who are like night and day better than her too. You know what I'm saying? Like, just more interesting character-wise, wrestling-wise, all that shit. Morgan's going to steal it back. They just flip-flop these fucking titles around. People are going to cry about this. But now we get to Becky Lyra. And then Bayley didn't have to get any honor. Thank fuck. Bayley's like, thank fuck, I didn't have to get any of that on me. That does feel Becky Hogan-ish. To like get the win at Mania, then just bounce them around. Why couldn't it be like Liv and Raquel win, and then Lyra fucks up Becky's moment by taking the pin at like her big return? But instead, it's going to be Becky like, oh, you cost us the tag titles or whatever. Let's fight for your IC title. And it's like, pourquoi? Why couldn't it just been like, you know, Lyra eats the pin. Becky's like, you fucked up my big comeback. And then at Backlash, it's them for the IC title type shit. You know, that did feel Becky Hogan-ish. I retract what I said earlier. It did feel very Hogan-ish.
From Ireland came together and did something special with us.
Evil Becky and Seth with Paul Heyman too. Ooh. That could be fun. Zelina and Black versus Karrion and Scarlett. Yeah, I'm here for that, Eric. I'm here for it. And then Becky's going to end up beating Lyra for the IC title. That's the funny part, too.
There's no reason for that for Becky Lynch. Come on. Lyra is shocked. I mean, she's in disbelief. This is a woman who was her hero.
Yeah. Does it diminish the titles? No. I don't know. If this happened at Mania, I think it would have been much more impactful. Because it was her return as well. And you want people to talk on the Raw after Mania. But now the crowd's chanting one more time. God damn it. And then they cheer her. Don't do it, Becky. Do the heel thing and don't fucking do it. God damn. And then they cheer her. And kayfabe is dead. And wrestling's fucking dead.
Wrestling's not fake!
Now they're chanting for her.
Dirtbags and lily pickers.
Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I feel like that would have been better at Mania. She would have got more heat. I think that would have been better to do at Mania. Just have Raquel and Liv defend, but then pin Lyra. And then Becky's like, what the fuck? That was my return. Not, oh, I won the belt with you at Mania. And then we drop it the next night. Then I just jump you because you're an it. It's like you guys won it the night before. This was the Mania rematch. Like, I don't fucking know. God damn it. That felt very Becky Hogan-ish. A little bit. But Becky with Seth and Heyman, that could be fun. That could be really fun. If they do that. Maybe they decide not to do that, but okay, they're recapping Punk and Roman and Seth. So let's head back over to WWE news. So Bree's acting coach puts out this tweet. Roman Reigns stopped Lana getting put through a 10th table. This is an old story from 2021, but Nia Jax quote tweets this from a long time ago. And is like, this dumbass article is a lie. This never happened. Right? So all this time later, years later, she's like, yeah, this shit was bullshit. Kind of funny. So Natty used the name Natty Neidhart when she made her entrance at Bloodsport. We already covered that. Here's Jey Uso just being fucking hilarious and lit at the Hall of Fame. I'm going to get yellow flagged. Become a member. Fucking lit, dude. That was like me all weekend. Here we go. Here's Paul Heyman. I don't know if you call it taking a shot, but he's like, you aren't getting calls from Jacksonville, just bringing up AEW essentially.
Bullshit. I want to know how much Seth Rollins paid you to pull off this thing that happened on Saturday night.
You are a businessman.
About $1 less than Vince McMahon used to pay you to be JR's lackey.
Oh, bringing up JR and Vince and shit. I bet $1 less than Vince McMahon paid you to be JR's lackey. Like, come on, man. Heyman can spit.
Got him!
Wise man.
I'm sorry, were you going to the lowest bidder back then? Never saw you jump to WCW.
Never.
I don't see you going to Jacksonville anytime soon.
Nope.
Oh, so you're staying with the highest bidder, right?
No, because
so you're just like the hooker. I'm not staying with
I'm loyal.
Calls Michael Cole a hooker.
I'm loyal to people, unlike someone else that is sitting next to me. And did you forget that you were the one that put bullshit?
So Bianca says her favorite WrestleMania moment was main eventing
right off
Mercedes with Sasha Banks.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of WrestleMania, listen, you've created some historic moments at WrestleMania, obviously. And looking back, if you're able to look back, what's your favorite WrestleMania memory moment so far?
Ooh, I mean, I definitely have to go with main event in WrestleMania with Sasha Banks. We made history. We were the first 2 Black women to main event WrestleMania.
They're literally just replaying what just happened with Becky and shit during the commercial. And now American Maid's about to come out. Same as every commercial.
It was coming right off of the pandemic, so it was a crazy time in the world. But I was a rookie. My very first year, I found myself in the main event of WrestleMania. I won the SmackDown title. We won an SB off of that match. So we got recognized in the world of sports, which I'm all about because I've been an athlete my whole life. So, and ever since that moment, like, it's just changed the whole trajectory of my career, and it's been uphill since then. But that's the memory that's always going to stick with me, because it was more than just about having a wrestling match, you know, like it was.
And then Monet's just doing what she's doing now. Monet Hogan. So Pete Dunne showed up at Bloodsport as well. He had a match, I believe. I don't think there's audio to this, but yeah, he showed up at Bloodsport. Now notice that all the WWE people took on Stardom people, and there wasn't like a big Marigold presence there as well. So who knows if Stardom's even doing well with AEW. And I meant to say WWE people. WWE people took on Stardom people and shit at Bloodsport. There's Booker T at the Hall of Fame. That's going to be memed forever. Joe Hendry. So Sean Ross Sapp tweets out, Joe Hendry is Randy Orton's opponent at WrestleMania, as we just revealed in the Fightful Select Discord. And he posted this while watching live with people. We revealed it in our Discord as it happened live. These people are fucking down bad. They've been cut out.
Wrestling's for dirtbags and lily pickers.
And they've embarrassed themselves to no end. To no fucking end. Just dirt sheets in general. Down in the mud. They have Frosted Yeets that you could go buy. So they had literal Jey Uso cereal, Frosted Yeets at WrestleMania.
Yeet all night long, Frosted Yeets at WWE World Fanatics.
I'd try them. No. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Bella were reportedly pitched as possible WrestleMania opponents for Chelsea Green. As of right now, Chelsea Green is not planned for WrestleMania. Again, that's Fightful gossip, so can't really trust any of that. Cardi B, I'm not going to play this ad, but she is announced for SummerSlam. She's going to be hosting it. And she's wearing an old school Eddie Guerrero shirt. And I wonder if they have her for both nights. Wouldn't shock me. John Cena is shit. I beat this guy with a roll-up. Gabe Kidd is like, bruv, John Cena's shit. I'll beat this guy with a roll-up, bruv. So that'd be funny. New Japan, look out. Right? Crossing over to WWE. Here's the horrifying Triple H fucking statue that now lives in my fucking, haunts my dreams. Look at that. Looks like you'd be a Awe, Due, Dembala. Give me the power, I beg of you. Oh, shit. It's like a fucking Chucky doll. The Undertaker believes the UK has earned a WrestleMania, which I agree. I think they should get one. Tony fumble chants were ringing out during Ricky Saints versus Ethan Page at Stand and Deliver. Again, this gets glossed over a little bit. Okay, so the Boo Day's coming out. And let's listen to the Stand and Deliver crowd chanting, Tony fumbled. They also chanted, thank you, Tony, as the match was ending.
Tony fumbled. Tony
Nikki Bella confirms that the Bella Twins will be making a comeback. There you go. There you go. Give them a fucking ladies tag title run. You know? That could be fun. It just depends, though. If it's like they just come in and have a Mania match for no fucking reason, then yeah, I could see that irking people. But if I don't know, from all accounts, like they're really working, like grinding in the ring, and AEW's trying to get them to go there, or at least Bree. And yeah, Nikki was there with Backstage multiple times, visiting friends and shit. And the Garcias were distancing there when Vince was involved. He's gone. Seems like they're ready for a bit of a comeback. So I'm here for it, Eric. I was always a Bella mark back in those days because there wasn't much for women's wrestling to mark out about. And yeah, I think if anybody's name should be in the Wikipedia notes of like, hey, women's tag championships existed in WWE. Here's the list of them. The Bella Twins' name should be on there, right? So they were just a few years too early. If they're physically capable and like Bree's neck and back aren't fucked up, then I'm here for it, Eric. So we got the Boo Day. Let's listen to what they got to say here.
So get down on your knees before us. Raise your hands to the sky and scream out in you.
Wolverine DX for 10 says you gave Lyra the 2 belts moment with Becky at Mania. Thank God for the New Day. I love that shit. You gave Lyra the 2 belts moment. Okay, but why did she deserve a 2 belts moment? With Becky at Mania, okay. Then you make the turn here. Sure. Liv and Raquel are protected since they weren't prepared for Becky the night before. Yeah, and that's always a good way. That's always the out, right? Like, well, they weren't prepared. They're not on the roster, right? So, or like Becky, no one who would have known Becky was going to show up, right? It's like the Undertaker versus Cena thing. He's like, anybody. Taker comes out, whoops him, you know? I thought Bayley would turn. No, I felt like Lyra or Becky were going to turn on each other, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess Becky getting the win and then Lyra. Okay. So now Alpha Academy. Oh, I thought it was American Made again. I was like, bro, they just came out. So now it's Alpha Academy, and they're going to do a job to Boo Day. That's chill. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like, fuck, I'm not shitting here saying it's the worst. I'm not sitting here saying it's the worst thing ever. I'm just saying I think impactful moment-wise, people are complaining about Mania. That would have been a moment where they're all like, oh, my God. You know, everyone knew Travis Scott was going to be at Mania. People didn't see the point of it. That would have been an oh, my God, heel turn type moment, right? Over the weekend. But whatever, you do it the night after. It's a reason for people to tune in. You want to spice up the Raw after Mania. The way Triple H was talking, it seems like the fucking SmackDown after Mania is going to be a big-ass deal, too. And I guess just with Malachi Black and all of that, whatever else they have going on. I could see a title change there, too. Who fucking knows? But the Boo Day are being challenged by Alpha Academy. So good first challengers. I think we got to get to the Lucha Bros versus Boo Day. That's the program everybody wants, as Pat McAfee would say. Thank you, Wolverine DX, for your fantasy mark booking. McAfee. Okay, so they're just gonna out of nowhere put their tag belts on the line.
Ladies for the tag team titles? It appears that way.
Okay, what's going on? Lights go out. Who or what is this? Rusev. Crowd erupts. New music. Carrying his sort of AEW gimmick along with him. Oh, he's here. Machka. Let's fucking go. I hope he beats the shit out of everyone in that ring right now. When he does his big stomp and like flex, a bunch of fire should shoot out of the fucking ground. Or something like that, you know? But look at how worried Maxine looks. She's selling like $1 billion. He has new music. This new Tron looks sick as fuck too. Sort of carrying the aesthetic he had in those AEW promos along. No Lana with him, who's now a nostalgia deal. So she'll be in 2K26 as like a manager that you can, you know what I mean? You can put with people. She'll be in her retro gear and shit, I bet. But she's not going to be in fucking games. The Boo Day bail out. Yes, this is how you bring Rusev back. This is how you bring him back. I hope we see Lana. I really do. I always liked Lana, like, speaking for Rusev. He doesn't need to talk. Rusev Day, instantly. It's Rusev Day again. Boom. Oh, he's going to hit him with the Alexander Rusev. Oh, no, that's just a fall away. I thought he was going to hit him with, like, the tornado Uranagi or whatever, right? The Alexander Rusev shit he used to do in NXT. Oh, he just head kicks him. Yeah, fuck you, Otis. Boom, Machka kick. Game over. No, this is the accolade, bitch. The accolade is back, dude. Fuck that game over stuff, dude. Rusev Day. Rusev Day. I say Rusev for IC title, and he goes on a reign like fucking Gunther. Or you put him in the world title picture. Fuck that. Maxine's like crying. She's just so good. Lana would have been cool too to just bitch slap the shit out of Maxine, but listen, she's on one of those deals where you guys will see her in the games as like you can attach her as a manager to whoever, but you can't like play as her or whatever. And she'll just be on one of those. And you can use her as like a GM probably and shit. And I'm all down with that. But I like Rusev when he doesn't have to speak for himself. You know, Rusev versus Dom for the IC. Or you throw Rusev in there against Jey Uso. You know, sooner or later, right? And you just say, fuck that. And you don't fuck around like Vince did. And you don't waste time. And you just get him up in that picture. Now, a part of me for 1 second was like, oh, is Rusev going to come out with Cobb or something weird where like he comes out with him and another guy and they're like, we're here together to challenge the tag. But no, it was just like, I'm here to beat the shit out of Alpha Academy. So good stuff, man. I love that. And Finn's fist bumping Dom saying what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
You have titles, but if you let me have a fight, not all. He's going to see a doctor. He's still in pain for good reason.
Man, I love that. And I like that they reintroduced him. The crowd popped. Rusev Day. And he just beat the shit out of everyone, right? That's how you bring him back. And that lets you know, like, he's ready to, I don't know. They're going to strap something to him here a little bit. Who knows if it's IC title or what it is exactly, but that was an awesome return. Crowd pop big for it too. They didn't see it coming. His new music is good. Right? So Io Sky is the first Japanese woman to win a WrestleMania match. She's getting a huge pop, making her way out to the ring here. And yeah, we'll get Malachi Black on SmackDown. As far as them saying, oh, surprises and everything, I mean, we're an hour into this show. They have to have more in store, right? They got to end this with a bang to end this show, I feel like. So who knows? Maybe Seth comes out with Heyman and then Jeff Cobb runs out of nowhere and just beats the shit out of Punk or something. And they're like, yeah, Cobb's our new heater. He's a Heyman guy. Heyman's tease putting together an army of people. Right? Maybe Cobb, like he was in Japan like 2 days ago, I want to say, or something. So he could be in Vegas now. And I mean, making him a Heyman guy, I think would be a smart move as well. Seth's heater. That's how you introduce him. He's 42. He's not going to NXT. So maybe we get something like that tonight. And that's why they saved Rusev or they didn't save him, rather. They whipped him out right away. Maybe there's nothing. They're just recapping WrestleMania. So let's do some more hot news here. So Cody Rhodes on ESPN and the Billionaire's Kids celebrating beating WCW, right? On First Take here. So let's listen to Cody Rhodes having a laugh at AEW.
Cody, how surprised were you that John Cena turned?
I think I was as surprised as the rest of the audience because that's a thing that we never expected in the sports entertainment, pro wrestling realm, no matter how you look at it, entertainment, sport, that suspension of disbelief, but still the idea that John would be bad, would be a heel, just an absurd thought. And then following it up on the European tour that WWE did to hear how he genuinely feels about what he refers to as a toxic relationship.
During commercial, they're literally just playing the match, the triple threat match from Mania.
With WWE fans, not the way longtime wrestling fan, wrestler, all of us, not the way we'd like to see John Cena go out.
Okay. Cody, I must ask because you see, it's a difficult situation for me to be in because I love The Rock, you know, and I know there's history between the both of y'all, but could you explain why you declined to join him? Why did you decline to join The Rock?
I declined Rock's offer of asking me for my soul. Yes.
It's a lot.
Mainly because, yeah, it's a lot, a bit vague. And what I said to him in the ring, again, this is a very real situation in terms of the Elimination Chamber. I said what I said in terms of I gave my soul up to the wrestling audience and the wrestling ring years and years ago. I don't know how much more I would have to give. And I also don't know truthfully what The Rock was offering. Maybe TBD on what that all meant. You never know with the final boss. I don't like that you're torn over it, Stephen A. I don't love that.
There's history, man. I love you both. I love you both. But I can't just stop loving The Rock,
I love all these guys. John Cena was essentially my hero. I was driving him around for 2 years trying to learn everything I could from him. And here I am. And, you know.
So what the fuck does this have to do with AEW? Cody Rhodes on ESPN and the Billionaire's Kid. Oh, Heel Usy's just taking a shot. Okay. Jey Uso says, I'm on the end of my career. I feel like I still have a couple years left. I'll be 40 in August. I love wrestling. Wrestling is everything. I'm just getting to the point where I want to venture out a bit more. Phil, don't miss again, bro. Like the Usos are saying. Jay's like, I might be out of here in a little while, bro. Like I'm making shitloads of money. I don't need to be Elon Musk here. I just need to make enough to be happy and shit. Da-da-da. So Sapp, you know, from his fucking media suite, eating cheese and crackers, the charcuterie board there for free. He's tweeting this out about WWE. The criticism emerges from Nick Khan, John Cena, Triple H, Roman Reigns interviews. 5 of the faces of the company who are largely insulated from answering or interacting directly with wrestling fans. Beyond political preferences, there have been shots at the fans themselves, some outright untruthful statements, and a lot of disappointment that beloved talents still have a relationship with a man accused of the things Vince is accused of. I think it's obtuse to chalk it up to disagreements. It's also obtuse for people to imply it represents everyone who works there. Okay, buddy. You're in the suite. Wardlow reportedly met with WWE officials at the 2025 Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Let's get Wardlow's ass. Yeah.
The best guy is Tony Khan.
Let's get him to the Fed, man. This post has been deleted. Oh, so it's probably just a lie. I mean, we don't believe everything we read in these folders anyways. Okay, so WWE World is insane. I'm sure we all seen footage of it. It looked fucking nuts. So CM Punk went off and he's like, I don't know what people want from us as entertainers. I'm supposed to quit my job because somebody on Twitter says WWE is a MAGA company. Okay, you're on Lord Elon Musk's fucking Twitter saying stupid shit. Shut the fuck up. What have you done? I've done a lot. I don't broadcast it. Boom. Punk just going off on sickos, man. Speaking of sickos, we're about to get Thirstcast here. Here's Liv with, I think, Kelly and Raquel Rodriguez at the Liv nightclub, partying it up for WrestleMania After Yeah, Liv was having fun, man. The crowd's chanting, "You deserve it" at EO. And she does. Okay. So yeah, let's head back here. Listen to EO. Wardlow versus Braun at WrestleMania. Oh boy.
Because I am the genius of the sky. Yeah. Your sky, and I am the
She says she's the genius of the sky. She's Io Sky, and she's the women's world champion. I want to see her hit the over the moonsault, like the moonsault stomp in WWE one time. Crowd erupts. Crowd erupts. Steph Vaquer is here. Oh, shit. Our girl. Oh, shit. Let's go, dude. Watch them duke it out at that LA show. Hell yeah. I'm telling you, man, they're fast tracking her and Julia to the fucking main roster. They're so good. They're just so over. And they're so good. Steph is better than fucking so many girls on the main roster as it is. It's just the truth. Or maybe not so many, but I mean, we could start naming people. I don't want to do all that, but we might have talked about some earlier that in the show.
Congratulations. Hombre de todo. Felicidades. I'd like to introduce myself. I am the NXT Women's Champion.
La Primera.
And I want to come out here
La Primera.
to show you respect.
They're chanting La Primera. Yeah, she's fucking over like Red Rover, baby.
I come here to show you respect.
Back here in Io Sky at Backlash, yeah, or April, May, June, July, yeah. Yeah, Steph could take an L there too. Wouldn't hurt her none. One dude chanting Io Sky. And remember when Julia and Damage Control had that little what's up, that little stare down? I wouldn't be shocked if she joined up with them. Or like Io and Kyrie and Asuka when they all come back too. I think Io and Julia. Oh, they're just going to do it tonight. Yeah, fucking there you go. Show off Stephanie. They're both in their gear. But yeah, Julia and Io, I think we're in a fucking group together in Lucha Underground or Stardom or one of these other promotions. They're just going to do it tonight. Yeah, let's just do it tonight, man. Because if Steph takes the L, it ain't a big deal, you know? And it could just be non-title and fucking Steph gets a win. That'd be crazy.
This is amazing by both these athletes. Io Sky just went through that triple threat match with Maria and Bianca last night.
Holy shit. We're getting Stephanie Vaquer here, debut on Raw. I love this. And they're just going to cook. I think the two best physically, like at the physical and athleticism aspect of pro wrestling, I think these are the two best in the world, in my opinion. I don't like praise Vaquer like that yet because I know some people will be like, you're just talking shit, but she's so good. You guys know how much I put her over. I think these are my two favorite, like to watch wrestle in the ring in the women's division in all of wrestling, in my opinion. Currently. Tony fumbled. Is that what people are saying?
Represent Chile right here in Las Vegas, in the entertainment capital of the world. Two champions doing battle. Karen cut her teeth in Mexico and in Japan. In fact,
And we had Charlotte stealing Vaquer shit on the main roster before she could even do it. So this is the least they could do, give her a Raw match.
Quick cover to kick out by Stephanie. Wonderful feeling out process here between two of the best in the world.
And the fact that Stephanie can just pick up, have a match with Mercedes, pick up, have a match with Julia, pick up, have a match with Io, pick up, have a match with whoever. Like the fact she can do that, whatever company, doesn't matter. It just shows you she's well beyond her years too. So let's just hope they can cultivate that.
Great win by Io Sky last night. Huge night tomorrow night for Steph. Definitely the second competitor from Chile to compete in WWE. My standing switch by Vaquer.
Okay, they're just grappling here, man.
Back to the middle of the ring. Rob Conan. Dr. Rivera came out and said she wants to take on the best in the world. Io Sky said, you got it.
Oh.
Io showing up yet again.
Double drop kick. Io's gonna dive or something.
Io Sky now.
Steph hasn't lost to Julia yet anywhere. They wrestled though, didn't they? Like I'm not gonna front like I'm familiar with their whole backstories and shit. I wasn't overly familiar with Steph until she went to AEW. I won't even lie. So and Julia, like you had heard about her forever. Like she was, again, I didn't like watch all of her matches or anything, but like if you I could pick her out of a lineup like way before she came to WWE. Just because like she has that look and everyone has been gassing her up forever, you know, like years. Let's call the action here because it's La Primera.
Monday Night Raw live from Las Vegas. Happening right in front of our eyes. Raw after Mania delivering on all fronts.
So we're back in the ring. Stephanie's in control, smashing Io's head into the buckle multiple times. And now Steph's just stepping on Io. Using the ropes, like grinding her face with her foot and shit. Very heelish stuff, not gonna lie.
She's only been in WWE since July. She hasn't even been here a year yet. She made a debut in Mexico City.
Here we go against the ropes. Sunset flip from Io. Stephanie just rakes her eyes with the boots. Hits a Hogan leg drop. She's going heel here, brother. Cover, 2 count.
Unbelievable. Talk about a rocket ship. How's it going? Right to the moon. Already stolen all the headlines since
And now Steph has Julia, because we're talking about Julia. It says Steph beat Julia in Stardom. I was reading that one. Steph has Io in a front chin lock here. Not a front one, actually. A back chin lock. Yeah, see you, Miss October. Peace. Peace and love. There now half the crowd's chanting La Primera, the other half's going Io Sky. Big clothesline from Steph back into a sleeper hold here. Or more of like a chin lock, you know? Less of a sleeper. Her cheeks are cheeking.
Rusev showing up looking better than ever. And now Stephanie Vaquer and Io Sky.
Io's fighting out.
Rematch up here tonight on Raw. Eats a right, sends a few back.
Forearms and headbutts from Stephanie to Io. Running the ropes, double crossbody. They're both down and out, grabbing their ribs. There's like 40 seconds left. I assume they'll both sell till commercial comes back. Maybe not. They both went for crossbodies. Collided. 30 seconds. Is your Netflix getting ads? If you're asking me, no, because I'm in Canada. We don't get ads during on Netflix.
Couple more.
Okay, Io's back in control. No, Stephanie ducks under a punch. Reversal, suplex. Snaps, suplex to the top rope. You guys are coming back. You're going to see something fun. We're faded to black. Palm strike from Io.
Women's World Champion Io Sky and the NXT Women's Champion Stephanie Vaquer, who showed up and made the challenge tonight. Stephanie Vaquer has been incredibly impressive. I have no idea if Io Sky knew what she was signing up for here.
Let's see what Steph's doing from the top here.
And now, Io Sky up to the...
Oh, an arm drag from Io. Oh, shit.
You know, WWE and Tops have unveiled these new main roster debut patch program. All superstars making their first main roster appearance will be wearing a main roster debut patch. All the patches will be removed from the superstar after the match and then inserted into a one-of-one trading card that represents the superstar.
This match might have been to see if Stephanie could actually do well in the main roster. Yeah, for sure. Just give her the opportunity to sink or swim and just introduce her in a big way and on a Raw where there's going to be lots of eyeballs. And yeah. She's a future main roster star, like sooner than later, you know?
Second rope, blocks the right hand. Big right from Io Scott. Connects with one on her own. Io now top rope. And Scott.
And there's Steph eating that missile drop kick. Io going nuts.
He's asking Vegas if they're with her. They are. It's time to take a ride.
Oh.
NXT champ came out asking
The running knees, 2. Steph kicks out. Now, yeah, there's no title on the line, so if Steph sneaks one, I mean, it would be shocking to say the least, especially after that big moment for Io. Moonsault. Oh, she lands it. Somersault. Catches the legs. Oh, she hits that corner dragon screw, that snap dragon screw. She just fucking lays that thing in. Oh, and then she gives the knees. Yeah, I guess they both do that move, hey? I didn't even think. Big kick out. Oh, dude, that fucking snap dragon screw just looks fucking nasty.
Stephanie Vaquer, incredibly impressive here on Monday Night Raw. She was going for a finish of the
Head kick, duck, super kick or savate kick, whatever. Roll up from Io. Oh, double stomp. Damn. Good kick out.
Had to take the wind out of Vaquer at the very least. Io still being bothered by that knee that she
Io selling the knee.
came up the top rope looking for a moonsault.
What's chime? Is that like Vine or some shit?
Vaquer later on. Indeed it is. It's been an awesome night for Raw after Mania. Oh, big boot from Vaquer. And now low back suplex.
The Devil's Kiss. Yeah, yeah. Booker T. Oh yeah, man. Can't believe Charlotte bit her shit before she ever got to the main roster, too. It's wild. Steph was a main WWE roster superstar within seconds of her match against Banks Monet. Yeah, absolutely she was. One more time. One more time. They want it again. No, Io's like, we're not doing that again. You're still in NXT. We're not doing that again. Oh, the roll up. Oh. Vaquer. Yes, fuck Charlotte. That's how you do it. Yeah. Charlotte should be sued for gimmick infringement, brother. Oh, and then Io does her version that she does as well. These two have some similar moves, some of them. She does like the stalling butterfly backbreaker. Steph does like the package backbreaker bomb or whatever, you know.
The WWE has somehow gone up immensely on all parties. Well, again, I mentioned Pat that Io had the triple threat last night. Stephanie had a fatal four-way Saturday defense the title again tomorrow night on NXT. This is awesome chance for one match. What a Raw after Mania. What a debut here for Vaquer.
Oh,
big elbow by Io.
running back elbow.
Now,
Running forearm.
Right from Vaquer.
Duck. German.
Turns it into a German suplex. Dumps Steph on her head. Now Stephanie.
Oh, German back. Damn, like Steph hits those fucking suplexes clean too. She's got that low base, you know.
This has been a clinic. No idea what was possible here. 19,000 packs, 262 were sold out.
19,262 people here. They're chanting "Fight Forever" like some fucking AEW sickos.
Amazing debut for Vaquer on Raw, but in WWE in general, it would have been less than a year. Sky, our champion, taking on the NXT champion here. Neither of them want to fight forever.
Oh shit! What are we getting, a Spanish Fly here or something? They're setting up. Oh, Io, don't fall. Please don't die. Spanish Fly. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Nice seeing this match because Io could never do this with Rhea or Bianca. Yeah, no doubt. Yo, EO chance going now. Roz Grado, I missed the first hour of Raw. Gonna rewatch it. Yeah, do that.
Unbelievably even matchup.
It's been a classic. It's been a banger, Cole. Who the fuck is this now? Roxanne Perez. How about fuck off and either stay in NXT or be on Raw? Like, fuck. Keep fucking doing this. She on Raw or NXT, boys? Fuck is going. Okay, and then there's Julia. Julia's healing now. I like Julia better as the heel, as a heel. Her teaming with Roxanne, a little weird after they feuded type shit, you know? Where's Cora Jade in all of this? You'd think this should be Cora Jade there. So I guess she's not joining. I don't know. Why just bring Roxanne and Julia to the main roster? You got 50 million fucking girls in NXT. Just main roster these ladies. I hope this is how they do it. I hope this is just we're on the main roster after the next fucking NXT PLE or whatever. But yeah, Dark Julia is the way to go. Mommy has that black eye shiner from WrestleMania.
He's got a little shiner on that left eye.
You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up. The crowd chanting.
You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
I'm impressed that Julia hasn't rolled out of the ring already.
Yeah, Julia. This is a huge moment. Like, just even have her staring down with Mommy right there. Because we'll revisit that. Yeah, I hope this draft really fucking shakes up a couple of the main roster people. Like the Creed brothers, I think, need to be rebuilt in a new tag division. And then I think people like Roxanne should just be full-blown drafted to Raw. You're on Raw now. Like, fuck around. You're good enough. We have enough women down there. Steph, I mean, yeah, I could understand you keep her there a bit longer. Just to like drop that title, put someone else over. Julia, I think, should just be main roster. Like I've said that since she came in. Like you could just put her Steph main roster immediately. But I'm glad she's down there. It's a little weird with Julia and Roxanne. Like if you guys follow NXT, it's like it's just a little weird that, you know, they would align, you know. It seems like Cora Jade's sort of getting left out a little bit too there. And I think Cora could be main roster too, and I wouldn't get mad at that. Although she's good in NXT, whatever. But I don't know if she's hurt again. God for fucking bid if that's the case, because Cora's awesome. But as far as like an introduction to the main roster, Julia being with Roxanne, I mean, if they're not watching NXT every week, they're like, whatever. What else? I just like to see Julia on the main roster and Roxanne. So, yeah, hopefully this draft really fucking drafts people for real from NXT. And I hope Roxanne and Julia are on that list. If Stephanie's on that list, I'm not mad either. Although I could see them keeping her down there a bit just for like these AAA shows and shit. And then, yeah, just start giving the ball. I mean, they did it. They put the speed title and the North American title on Sol Ruca. So just start putting the ball in the court of like Zarya, Sol, you know, Fallon Henley, and fucking get some of these ladies up now, right? Like that's the move. We get Jey Uso up here next. So can I get a yeet for Jey Uso? We'll yeet it up for Jey Uso. And we'll head back over. We have some fucking headlines to get to. Here, I'll check in with chat really quick here. All Jake takes on for 5 says, I think the draft this year is going to be calling NXT talent up an actual draft. Yeah, that's all we can pray for, though, is that it's an because listen, Trips has had Roxanne in the crowd and on Raw, and then she's just on NXT again. She's even in the chamber, and then she's just on NXT, and then all of a sudden she's just back on Raw. It's like this draft better fucking keep people drafted. Pat McAfee's announcing the attendance and doing his McAfee minute. Once that happens, all these ladies are coming up. That'd be cool. I fucking hope so. But I hope it's, yeah, like I said, I basically just said the same shit. Yeah, but like Sol Ruca and them, like let them be the tippy top of NXT for a while. You know, Zarya, Let them have Jordan Grace if they're going to have her down there. You know, a Jordan Zarya feud where Zarya's a heel. That could fucking cook, man. And yeah, Stephanie, I think she stays down there at least through the summer, right? And it was crazy too, because I was talking all that shit about, I think it's going to be a hot lucha summer and shit. And then they announced this Worlds Collide shit, And I was just talking like the Lucha Brothers and shit. I didn't know about all I don't know. A little while ago, someone in the PWT universe, you know who you are. You tipped me off to the AAA shit like a long time ago. So you're gangsters, fuck. David Carradine's Closet says women's roster bus flip. I just think like how many manias does Becky have? How many does Bailey have? Another 10? Like I don't know. You got to start bringing these women up and over. So yeah. And we need depth to some of these divisions. DK Murphy for 220 says, I think La Primera has heat with AAA. That's why she was in CMLL. Well, here's the thing. There's all this backstory about AAA covered up her abusers, whatever, or schmishmusers. Sorry, we're on YouTube. I don't know about all of that stuff. We would have to look into it. She was standing right next to Andrade, and everyone's like, Andrade defended her, the guy who whatever to her, blah, blah, blah. And when Triple H is like, Andrade's truly one of the best luchadors, Stephanie's standing there smiling and nodding her head and looking at Andrade like, yes, he is. So I don't know, man. It's all dirt sheet marks. It's all games of telephone. I don't know. We don't know who is involved, who apologized. People wanted to say Dragon Lee and Steph have heat because whatever. Steph won't be main roster. Dragon Lee was standing 3 people down from her. You know what I mean? And I think she has a little bit of heat with CMLL, or at least the dirt sheets tried to say she did, for how she left CMLL and went to the Fed and stuff. So who knows? But I don't think she ever had heat with AAA. It's just AAA and CMLL. They beef in Mexico. They're the 2 top talents. Tony Khan exemplified that. Like if you were down with AAA, you weren't allowed to be featured when we have CMLL talent here on our shows. Like he already showed all of that with his booking, and that was a thing that he confirmed pretty much, that their deal with CMLL meant certain people couldn't be featured. So it's not that it's heat, it's just she was in one company and not the other. But now that Triple H and TKO own AAA, that other company, now Steph's just going to be down with them. It's not like they're going to beef. None of that matters now. She works for WWE and WWE owns fucking AAA, so none of that matters now. You know what I mean? So doesn't matter about that past shit. Like as far as like, oh, she used to be a CMLL talent. That shit doesn't matter. But and then as far as like the personal beefs between people's families, I mean, I don't know. Someone link me to a thread and I'll fucking examine it, I guess. I don't know the ins and outs of it, right? But thank you. And round of applause acknowledging the PWT universe.
Acknowledge me.
Andre Adams floats in for 5 with a new PFP and says, I personally was rooting for Thea Hale, or unless this is a different Andre Adams, for Thea Hale this weekend. Nice to see her back. Thea Hale. Yeah. Chase U, the whole fucking Chase U, man. They added new members and just thank God they never let her stay in AEW. That's all I'll say. But yeah, I guess they just gave Chase U 2 new members and started the group up again, but fired Duke Hudson or whatever. CMLL and AAA beef is so dumb. Yeah, I guess it's been explained sort of like, CMLL is like traditional lucha, and then AAA is like, well, we're going to be lucha, but we're going to be different than traditional lucha type thing. So it is what it is, It's just a territory war, right? It's 2 companies that exist in Mexico, and, may the best survive type thing. And We're going to see AAA thrive a lot more. Vulcan 280 says, for 5, says, this just in, Tony Khan buys the Sinaloa cartel to get one up on Triple H. Fucking no comment.
You what?
That's so fucking... Oh, my God. Yeah, Tony Khan tries to buy Mexico. This just... Jeepers, man. So in other news, Chris Angel, I am the mind freak. There's no reality. Speaking of living the gimmick, dude. And he was at Mania with his kids who all have the same haircut, right? And Stephanie McMahon. So McAfee hinted that Trump would be there. He wasn't there, so it doesn't matter. I tweeted out WWE bought AAA. El Hijo del Vikingo is on WWE right now, bro. And he's fucking standing behind Triple H. That was nasty work. So WWE announced a new reality show called WWE Unreal. And it's like a behind-the-scenes following of the writing team and creative team, premiering on Netflix this summer. And a lot of people are triggered by this, but I mean, like, dude, we know it's a work. I'm a mark for shit like this, so I'm going to be, this is a can't-miss show for me. But it's like everybody knows wrestling's a work, so everybody bitches and complains about what they think it's like behind the scenes. Fucking here you go, buds. Now you get to see what it's like behind the scenes. And we can see how the fucking dirt sheets are completely mentally ill and wrong. So we covered that. Natty getting into a fight at GCW. We covered that. I quote tweeted Husey and I said, Nuge is next. And I'll get ready to say I told you so again. If New Japan gets bought up there. They said Andrade looked bored too. All the people who were like, Andrade looked miserable and bored. Really? He's just working and up late at night partying all fucking week in Vegas.
Ahí me veo bien. Ahí me veo bien. Ahí me veo bien. Ahí me veo bien.
Looks like he's having a good time to me, man. Looks like Steph is all cool with Andrade and Dragon Lee and everyone, man. To me, I don't know. Let's get ready to yeet. Jey Uso's on his way to the ring. Let's fucking, it's day one-ish here, dude. So on me now, Oos, look at people going crazy. There's women going crazy and kids going crazy and grown men going crazy. Whole place eating. 20,000 eating, chanting, Jay, Jay. All the way up to the ceiling, fucking eating. McAfee, I've been waiting for a nice championship eat. Just me, Oos. Oh, yeah, this place is fucking nuts. for Jay. Brock versus Cena. I think Brock is done, man. I think he's donezo. There's no better way to go out than the way he did, too, if you really think about it. Hogan fears union signs. Yeah. No, that's fuck. People are funny. Millions of mothers going to be walking in on their teenage sons yeeting in their bedrooms. You deserve it. It's the best spot for a Brock return. I think it's just all PR, just public perception wise. That's why they didn't induct the Hogan Andre moment. Like, people just boo Hogan and shit. So they went with Austin Brett. Brock pissed it all away. I don't think he did, man. I think he's a victim of Vince McMahon being a piece of shit and everybody just and like Vince feeling comfortable texting Brock that stuff. And yet that's a power position too for Brock. He's like, well, this guy gives me millions every year to just show up when I want. Like, it's the same reason none of these Swerve doesn't get on his high horse about Tony Khan's football players being accused of shit on planes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, people don't keep the same energy for the same shit. And I just think everyone was victimized by Vince. Just him being a piece of shit put everyone in a fucking bad position. Everybody. Look at the whole place. One more time to the rafters. You can see it. To the roof. They're yeeting. And One True Mav is fucking hiding his head under a pillow somewhere as Jay just runs his intro back one time. Phil no-selling the joke. Oh, sorry. Did I not? Oh, he pissed it away. Oh, yeah. He shit it away. But actually, it was shit. Get it right. Or maybe it was piss. I forget which text that was, actually. My bad. I was like all serious there for a sec. I thought we were like legit fantasy Mark booking his return. That's so funny. Brock was pee-pee, pal. Well, we don't know for sure, pal. Did Brock for sure do any of that? We don't fucking, or do we know that he did that stuff? That's what here. That's the thing. I don't want to. I gotta get ref MJ from NJ in here. Yeet. Yeet or Dose or someone who does law stuff or, you know, at least tries to. Yeet.
Hard road, though. Road wasn't easy. Man,
I haven't followed it. I heard allegations that it was offered to him. What? Jesus Christ. No, we read all the text. I know, like, listen, if Vince sent Brock a crazy-ass text, then that's fucked. And that's sort of being a victim of circumstance. Like, Vince was fucking around. The fact he just did that shit jeopardized so many people, right? Including his own family. It was so selfish and fucked up to do. But if Brock was like, yeah, I'm into it, line her up, you know? You know, I live near Moose Jaw or whatever. You can go, you know? If it was that sort of thing, then it's like, yeah, that's fucked, you know? But I don't know what Brock said, you know? I don't know what he partook in. Actually, pal, I wanted Gunther to be named Gooner. The Austrian sex machine, yeah. Janelle Okay. What you just said in chat is funny, and if you're being funny, so Sami Zayn's out here to challenge Jay. Apparently, Sami Zayn crushed at the roast. Apparently, R-Truth did too. And everyone's such pussies will probably never see the light of day. Some of the jokes that I was told were said at that shit, man. We'll never hear the light of day of this fucking thing. Apparently, Sammy crushed, though. And R-Truth as well. No, someone said something like, apparently she was part of Brock's deal to come back, is what someone said in chat. I lost it. Here's the thing. Like the woman being thrown in. Yeah, pal, we'll throw her in. Okay, but Brock still, and then someone's like, but it fell through. But Brock still came back. So what fell through, dude? He's married to Sable. I think he's all good, you know? That's just, yeah, that's so fucked. Vince put everyone in situations like that, bro. That is so fucked. Like his own family and shit. You know, like Steph had to disappear and step off the board. Thank God she's back, like hosting her shows and stuff. She seems very happy doing that. Fuck yeah, though. I'm down with Sammy being back. Another guy who missed Mania. And we're going to get like a friendly handshake match at Backlash for the world title or what? As Gunther's on vacation. A snowstorm messed up their play date. Damn, that's fucked if that's true. I just don't know. Does Brock need to do that? Maybe it's, I don't know. I don't want to speculate on people's. Because it's like with Vince. It's like a power thing. It's like you have all the money in the world, so now you're just fucking with people's lives, you know? It's what it is ultimately at the end of the day. So who knows? Whatever. Let's listen to what Sammy Uso has to say. We'll dive into that. Because I read the text funnily, but you don't know what was real in all of that, right? So I didn't follow up with like, here's what is alleged against this part. You know what I mean? I just fucking read the text and roasted Vince, so it's like, does he think he's being funny? Who knows? But yeah, he just embraced Jay, and now we get gold Jay instead of like the fruity colors, you know, the Fruity Pebbles colors, which I'm a fan of, but we get the golden black.
Missing WrestleMania this year. That was very hard on me.
Of course, Moose would show up for this chat. Yeah, feeling oosy moosey.
We don't do well on the sidelines, so that was hard. And if I'm being honest, I almost didn't come to Las Vegas at all. But I had to.
Steph left millions and millions on the table. Yeah, everyone did, man.
That I was the first one to stand in this ring.
And the irony to all of that too. I don't know if like, goddamn. God, there's so much shit I could get into, man, about like during that. I should almost do like a run-in and like just dedicate an hour to it or something. But again, I don't. Damn, Sammy's like crying. I love you. You're my oos. You're my dog. Hell yeah. Sammy just fucking selling the game. No, it's just Vince is hypocritical for that too, because during the speaking out stuff, that fucked up a bunch of NXT UK stuff as well. Vince like lashed out because of people that NXT was like connected with, roping talent together and stuff like that, and what those people were accused of. I'm not going to get into it all now, but you know, a lot of the stuff that wasn't in the public was like, no, Vince lashed out about on Triple H over a bunch of shit at that time, you know? And yeah, AEW beating them in the ratings was like one thing. But then for Vince then, all this time later, to get caught up in even in this type of shit, you know, you best believe Triple H and them were like, yeah. Like, they couldn't wait to fucking sign that thing to get Vince out of there, you know? Like, fuck you, buddy, you know? You just fucked everything up, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. That's a whole other pod I could get into, or maybe I could cross my T's and dot my I's on that a little bit. And you're not my guy, buddy. You're not my buddy, guy. Yeah, dude, Jay's so over, and Sammy's eyeing him like he might take him out with this weird smile. But who knows? No, he's not. They can't go 2 heel turns in one tonight. It's just going to be a family celebration with Big Jim, dude. Big Jim. Maybe even Roman comes out. That'd be crazy if Roman came out and shook his hand too. Just pop the crowd. Like, you don't have anything else for Roman. He's in town. You know? No, there's no heel turn, guys. We're celebrating. Yeah, there's no... They just did that with Becky. It's not Sammy all of a sudden nut shot, and then Jimmy's like, why, Sammy? You know? The Usos are in the ring, bro. Sammy Uso, Jimmy Uso, and fucking Jay Uso, bro. Let me get a yeet. It would be awesome if Rikishi came out, though. Wait, Becky turned? Yeah, Plinian. They lost the belts back to Liv, and then Becky turned on Lyra. Spoiler. Crowd going insane. Pillar to post. From the window to the wall. Ow, skeet, skeet, motherfucker. Ow, yeet, yeet, motherfucker. Ow, yeet, yeet, goddamn. Hell yeah.
Las Vegas geeks hit a little different, don't they? Don't they? We're gonna party all weekend long.
Did Cole just say he's going to party all weekend long? Bro, the weekend ended. He already been partying.
Jay Uso. Good for the WWE Universe. And again, WrestleMania is Saturday. Jay Uso tapping out. Gunther to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Well, the fallout to WrestleMania has been something.
Damn.
With Sam Roberts and Megan Durant on the Raw Recap Show. It's brought to you by Fanatics, available every Tuesday on WWE YouTube channel and all audio platforms wherever you get your podcast.
The Raw Recap Show every Tuesday. Okay, they're just showing the fucking Snickers bar ad. Who do we have in the crowd? Metro Boomin wants some more. Going to the Jula Bus and AP. Slide on the water like a jet ski. I'm trying to fuck you in your bestie. Yeah, Ric Flair drip go woo. Chelsea Gray and Kia Stokes, the Las Vegas Aces.
Stokes, thank you so much for coming. And
Chase Briscoe, Full Speed, new season, streaming on Mac. Never heard of that shit. Streaming on Netflix, rather.
Who's running and racing on Netflix on May 7th. You want to talk about full speed? What about what Logan Paul has accomplished in WWE?
Go into the Jula Bustin' AP. Slide on the water like a jet ski. Let's go, dude.
Logan Paul, congratulations. Another successful WrestleMania under your belt. A win tonight. Do you think you could have done it without your manager? And
Here we go. So last night, post-match, Logan Paul talking to Kathy Kelly.
Do you think that you could have pulled out the win over AJ?
I understand what you're saying. I won, right? And you're talking about what now?
A lot of
What you're talking about is irrelevant. A win is a win. As far as I know, I won. So next question, Kathy Kelly.
What is next for Logan Paul?
Yeah, whatever I want. Whatever I want, whoever I want. This company knows I'm the money. This company knows I'm the best. This company knows I'm the future. I'll answer any call. I'll wrestle any match, anytime, anywhere, against anyone they want to present in front of me. Everyone that is across the ring for me in that.
Yeah, Logan Paul is really, really, really good. I put him over tremendously during WrestleMania.
Anything and continue my WrestleMania winning streak.
Congratulations and thank you so much.
Thank you, Kathy Kelly.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much. I'm here with AJ.
Jackie Redmond with AJ Styles now.
24 hours removed from your loss to Logan Paul at WrestleMania. Where are you at with what happened last night?
Not gonna lie, Jackie, it's a hard pill to swallow. But, you know, Logan Paul plays his games and he gets his little lackeys involved, and maybe I was prepared for that. But the truth is,
See if Karrion gets involved in AJ's promo here or something.
but that's okay. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna be okay. But that's the thing. Part of being phenomenal is being able to bounce back.
Yep. Here's Cross.
Right now, bouncing back from getting pinned by Logan Paul 1, 2, 3. You are literally the best of us, which makes it so much more painful because now that you've lost to him, you've legitimized it.
Really? Really? You just said it. I'm the best of you. You want me to go back a year ago and be that guy? I don't know what you want to see so bad. Because I hated the person I saw in the mirror. And I'm
So AJ's saying he hated the heel version of himself, the emo version, and he's never going back. Cross is like, you legitimized Logan Paul.
Great. Fine. Don't take me down with you. In fact, don't solve that problem yourself. Maybe I will.
Go solve that problem yourself. Maybe I will, he says. Yeah, we're getting Karrion, AJ. Ooh, I think Karrion starts cooking this year. It would be awesome if like Scarlett just dressed a little more normal. Now that Cross isn't like going so out there with his fits, but I ain't hating though. She's really good. The faces she's making, she puts everything over.
7 days a week.
Here's the ad for WWE Unreal.
This is a calculated, coordinated production. It's done. Realistic. What is the story of 2025? I want to put a rocket on you. Everybody okay? It isn't also thanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy that fucking show, that Unreal show.
His first title event is going to matter of moments. Dominic Mysterio will take on the man who was taking WWE live score. Put on a hell of a performance in the fatal four-way last night.
Okay, so up next for the IC title, Penta versus Dom, dude. Holy shit. Here we go. A-Town Down Under or just Theory?
We're going to come out here real quick and say, shout out Rusev, welcome home. And thank you for taking out the Alpha Academy. Now they're gone. I think we're number one contenders to the tag team championship. You know, to be honest, we don't give a damn about the New Day. So the team that deserves those tag team championships is none other than A-Town Down Under. Oh, not so fast. There's probably another.
Okay, so A-Town Down Under won a shot at these titles during the commercial. They're like, we're the next ones in line for the tag belts. And then the War Raiders come out and are cutting a promo. So it looks like the next thing we're getting is War Raiders and A-Town Down Under. Or no? They just ran away like bitches? Okay. They just backed out like bitches?
Watched you boys run for your lives when you stole those titles from us. But we never knew that is war. Raiders.
So they just said Raw is war. Crowd had zero fucking reaction.
Make that clear at WrestleMania. And Eric and Ivar. He certainly had their tactics. Tag teaming, a little dirty stuff when the refs weren't looking. Today might have nothing to do with Rusev. Rusev showed up tonight. Was you? Well, no. I mean, you dismantled Tozawa. Rusev looked unbelievable. Everybody forgot about me.
Okay, so now Gunther, I think, is coming out to talk some shit as we come back from commercial. You guys are going to see Gunther. Yeah, he's out here, man. He's pissed. He's ready for fucking business right here. And they're chanting, you tapped out at him. And he's like, you shut up. I am the greatest in the world. Excusez-moi. Yeah, they're chanting you tapped out at him. Gunther the Gooner. Yeah, this has been an awesome Raw so far. I feel like there's something big coming because they did so much at the front. Like, there's got to be something at the end. Gunther's going to beat the shit out of Michael Cole. Oh, and then he pushed McAfee. Oh, shit. Oh, now he's choking out Cole. Oh, my. Oh, and now McAfee. Oh, shit. Is McAfee from Missouri or something like that? Oh, he's choking out McAfee. Or no, he's from Pittsburgh, right? So I was like, listen, man. It's like if they do this for Backlash, but no, they're just going to fucking choke him out, which is the right thing. I don't want to see McAfee like wrestling high-level guys like Gunther and shit. I was a little worried. I was like, if he's from around there, dude, and they fucking put him on that Backlash show, I'm going to be pissed. No, it's just a suspension. They're not going to wrestle. Yeah, no, they're not going to fight at Backlash. He's just going to get suspended. He can go on vacation. McAfee can go away for a bit, too. He's probably got some obligations. Get Vic Joseph or Corey up there to replace him for a bit. Oh, they're chanting, fuck you, Gunther. And he was defending Cole, one of his best friends. Gunther making a face like, oh, I lost my cool there, which is what Gunther does so good. Look, there looks like there's someone who's going to hop the barricade. Whoa, what's going on back there with people like about to hop the barricade? Do you guys see that? That was fucking crazy. There was security legit like holding a dude back. And they're pointing over there. Who's this guy? Who's this guy in the green shirt? Who are these guys? Are those like Mac? Oh, those are the guys from his show. Okay, they're working. Whoa, for a second, I was like, holy shit. And then they're chanting at Gunther white hot. You tapped out. You tapped out. You tapped out. No, those aren't the guys from the McAfee show. Who the fuck are these guys? Are they his friends or what? Pat Buck's like, who the fuck is this guy? Or is that Pat Buck? That's Petey Williams, I mean. Yeah, sorry. So much going on here. Cole's helping Pat to the back. Yeah, who are those dudes? Why were they? They're not on his show, are they? Yes, they are. Okay, are those the showmates? Sorry, I don't watch it enough. I just know those guys they put in the video game, the Toxic Table or whatever. I don't know these other dudes, so that's fucking wild. I was like, wait, these guys are legit jumping the barricade. Oh yeah, I see those dudes too. Yeah, the Boston Connor guy and Ty Schmidt or whatever. I see them in the crowd, in the group of people now. So those are all his boys. Okay, that tripped me out for a second. I was like, bro, they're legit hitting the ring, like. And then the crowd went white hot on fucking Gunther there. Like, you tapped out. And then, you know, you can have Gunther, like, gone for a bit. And he does such a good message of conveying, like, with his face, different things, you know? Gunther's like a fucking anime villain in, like, a very subtle way, you know? By the way, like a smirk can mean a lot, or like he just made that face like, well, I kind of lost my fucking cool, you know? Or like when Jay put the fear in his eyes, you know, he's just good at conveying that, man. So fuck, that was a crazy angle right there. We're in commercial. McAfee's still just making his way. He just high-fived a little kid to be like, I'm okay, don't worry, type shit. And he's just still like taking a knee. The crowd's cheering and clapping for him. He's all hurt. He's just selling it like $1 million. I thought we were back in the old days. Well, for a second, I was like, yeah, what is that? Like, did Gunther? Because when there's chaos like that, dude, Stone Cold crashed into a lady. You know, it's like, did someone get hit with something and some big drunk dude get mad? Because that's like a big dude in that green shirt. Like, that's a big motherfucker right there. So I was like, damn, did something like, do people not know that we're in a work here or what? Like, I don't know. That was awesome for that split second. It had me. And that's what it's all about, you know, because those are his real people too. So you're like, shit, the crowd don't know. I mean, I'm sure they did. They were singing for him. He keeps taking a knee though, then getting up and then walking, taking a knee. It's like the Peter Griffin thing. Who's going to replace him on commentary for the night? I don't know. Could be anyone. Cole could do it by himself. He did it when Lawler had a heart attack. Yeah. Maybe if they play it that way too, they could play it like, oh, I'm just here by myself. We didn't know this would happen. Yeah, so they just cut to like the over the building thing with no commentary. There's still no commentary. 30 seconds left. There's nobody at the booth. Cole was backstage with McAfee still. You know? Yeah, just hopefully it's not Tony Hinchcliffe. That's yeah, there were 5 seconds. There's still no one at the booth. I'm sure Cole could have ran there by now, but He was backstage still with Pat.
John Cena. Full-scale WWE takeover. It all starts with SmackDown. And ends with Raw. In the center of it all, Cena takes the spotlight.
So they're hyping up Cena in Perth. He's just going to be in Perth as champion. Who do you think he takes out? Like Orton. There's like a handful of dudes, right? Like there's a few he's going to take out along the way. If they're smart, man, they put the money in the bank on someone. Cena beats whoever his last opponent, his last person is. And then and then someone that you just make into a star that night just cashes in, beats Cena, and fucking crowd erupts, confetti, fireworks, all that good shit, pal. Tessator's out here. They got Tessator on deck. Damn.
Michael Cole was attacked, and then McAfee coming into defense and Gunther put him into a sleeper hold, and this was pure chaos as security was here, and rear naked chokehold, and he choked him out, and it is just an absolute disgusting display. The wholly unacceptable, and McAfee is in the care of medical attention right now as we're trying to just get everything settled here ringside here in Vegas.
Damn, so they're checking on Pat. They're saying clear the way. Attitude Era all over. The doctor trainer's room.
Get him some water, all right? Take care of it. The rest of the night off. I sent Tess down there. You've been through a lot. You need a neuropathy. You broke my nose. You might have broken your nose. Listen, here's the deal, Adam. How can we do our job? We're not allowed to have opinions. We're not allowed to talk about this stuff. We're not allowed to have fun. We got to do something. We were going to deal with this, okay? So I want you to calm down. I want you to take the rest of the night off, okay? You know, I am not going to let some bully not allow me to do my job.
Damn, they're all applauding Michael Cole. He's like, I'm not going to let some bully. Tessator's here, not just has a suit jacket, isn't ready to work, selling the game.
The recently dethroned world heavyweight champion, as Michael, who he took an attack himself, and thankfully
Cole comes back out, big eruption.
please come and join me here. We're going to continue on with Monday Night Raw.
Michael Cole, Michael Cole.
Continue on.
Michael Cole, Michael Cole.
Michael's been settled in here. He says he's good enough to continue on, although all this while we're moments away from the Intercontinental Championship.
Here we go.
No.
Dom Mysterio. Everyone's going to cheer his ass.
Introducing first, the company representing the judgment. So as everybody knows, last night, Karrion made history, winning his first WWE singles title, that thrilling fatal four-way
Finn is going to cost Mysterio the title. They jamble 2 around back to back. You think they do that?
Dominic Mysterio, now the Intercontinental Champion, had an 0-3 record at WrestleMania prior to that stunning upset, and wasting no time turning right around with a 24-hour turnaround for his first title defense.
Finn, I got my eye on you. No funny business. Yeah. Don't champs come out second? Dirty, dirty, no. Not always. Not always. No, I think Dom's got to keep it. We can't jamble 2.
We are here to serve you, the fan. Document the live event that's in front of us. So Joe Tessitore and Michael Cole ringside as we prepare for this. Thank you.
Penta super mega over entrance. Yeah, Finn would think that Dom is easier to beat than Penta. Oh. I did not mean to create a fucking group there.
We cannot do our jobs. If we cannot have an opinion, if we cannot celebrate champions on a wonderful weekend like this, and as commentators, we are subject to an assault. And that's what that was. That wasn't an absolutely it was. And Pat McAfee, God bless him, came to my aid, and he ended up paying for it. Adam Pearce needs to do something about Gunther, because if he doesn't, the superstar is going to run roughshod over us each and every time we say something that may be a bit controversial. You know what? Maybe I just...
Can we just say how happy Penta looks? Yeah, he's amazing. I'm glad they removed the audible Cero Miedo. Braun causes DQ. Michael Driard has been a member for 7 months. Let's fucking go.
Wrestling's not fake!
Cero Miedo.
Just moments ago, and never be condoned, never be tolerated. And I know I echo the gentleman Pierce in saying that.
There we go.
Goodness, you're okay. I don't know how you're down here.
Yeah, he's just having a blast. He's just glad that he's not there fucking phoning it in, having to wrestle Orange Cassidy and shit. Cero Miedo.
Championship is his, the Intercontinental title. And Joe, I would like to give props to Dominic Mysterio. And again, I've not been his biggest fan over the years. I've had a lot of issues with the way that he's treated his dad, Rey Mysterio, but he proved to the world last night with 3 of the best in the game that he could win.
Here we go.
He did just that. Meanwhile, you were on the call for this fatal 4-way. I thought that the luchador sensation Penta looked great.
Dom's talking shit to him.
Hit the Penta driver on Finn Balor, only to have Bron Breakker save the day. Then hit the Mexican destroyer on Dominic himself. Yes, he did. Dominic ended up hitting his own Judgment Day colleague, Finn Balor, who's actually out here in support of Dominic.
So that mask that Rey Mysterio or that Dominic Mysterio wore and that outfit he wore at WrestleMania was like in honor of like the first Mysterio. That was the mask like the first ever Rey Mysterio wore.
He said, I solidified myself. So people said, I'll never be as good as your dad. He said, I'm now the greatest Mysterio of all time. This is exactly the explosiveness that we're seeing in the pit. And it's interesting we bring up that quote because of the Pat McAfee show this morning. John Cena was a guest. John Cena said that he believes Dominic Mysterio at the end of his career may be better than his father ever. Wow, that is a massive statement considering the longevity of the Hall of Famer. Now, you sit here and you say we got a quick turnaround for the Intercontinental Championship. You wonder who that favors. And Michael, I would offer this as Dom looks at a fly instead.
Head kick.
Big kick from Penta.
Babyface Finn. I don't think babyface Finn. They're all cheering for Dom now.
Because early on in that match, he was teamed
Let's go, Penta. Splat dive. Oh, yeah. I can't wait till Penta's in that fucking 2K game. So Tessitore and Cole, it's a weird pairing, but they work.
Carlito's out here, Balor's out here. We know what these guys have done for Dominic over the past couple of years. By the way, I gotta
Big chop to Dom on the outside. Dom gets back in the ring. No way they about to have Gunther lose to a commentator. Yeah, no shit.
Amazing, the speed of that man, the power of that man. Now, it's something very interesting last night. As we were leaving a stadium, I ran into Braun Breaker, and I went up to him to congratulate him on what had been a great championship reign and also a great matchup. He looked at me, walked past me, didn't say a word, and had a This is the city mode, and the fact that he's no longer the Intercontinental champion. Be interesting to know what the next chapter is.
No, it's not half. I don't know. It's like more than half. Michael Driard for 5 says, give Breaker the briefcase, then spear the shit out of Cena in his last appearance and take the title. So much barking. That's the move. You have Cena on his last appearance. He beats Cody Rhodes. Everyone's like, hope is lost. Then Breaker shows up with the money in the bank. Crowd erupts, spears the shit out of Cena, takes the title, sends Cena packing. Cena ultimately puts someone over, and then Cody Rhodes fucking goes evil because of that. Like, I was supposed to be the one. You took that from me, but all that shit from Breaker. That could be amazing, dude. We need dogs for the soundboard.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, so with WWE and AAA, they're gonna really help help them with merch and shit. And that's like a big incentive in that deal as well. They're gonna help those wrestlers make so much more money, you know, by putting some of their marketing, the way that they market their luchadors and their Latino talent and shit in Mexico. They're gonna put that behind some of the ones like Vikingo and some of the luchas out there that, you know, they're eyeing up as well. And that's big incentive because that's big money for people. Whereas AEW, they might go, here's money up front, but in the long term, bro, you're like, well, you don't even have merch game. You run through Pro Wrestle Tees, bro.
You know, you often hear the phrase that a champion is immediately 25% better.
Kick to the face. So, like, at one point, Dom tied Penta's mask to the rope and shit, but it was like just for a second. They didn't really do too much. Now we're turning up. Sling blade, kick to the head, sweep, rope headstand, double drop kick.
Finn Balor looks on. Finn Balor, of course, was part of that fatal four-way. Finn Balor was in prime position to possibly win the title, but then all of a sudden, Dirty Tom took advantage with a
Penta driver, reversed. Oh, shit. The Michinoku driver.
And here the concern from Michael Cole was unique circumstances as to why.
Oh, fucking Dom just walks into that kick, like hands down, just eats a kick. That's so funny. Oh, tornado DDT off the rope. Oh, yeah, Penta barely like kicked out. The ref had to like adjust his count on that. Yeah, I hope Hook gets to NXT, man. See you guys talking about Hook in chat. Oh, we're gonna see a Penta Steiner. Oh no, here's that launching head scissors. Boom. Destroyer time. Boom. The Mexican Destroyer. And Penta milks it. And then right when he goes for the cover, Dom rolls out. That's how you protect that move. Fluffy's in the front row, Gabriel Iglesias. Penta calling the rollout, yeah. Oh, Hurricane Rana. Penta landed on the back of his neck. I hope he's okay. Dude, he landed ugly on that Hurricane Rana. Finn goes flying into Dom on the outside. I'm so glad he's okay. That looked terrifying. JD? Yeah, I knew it. I told y'all, I was like, listen, don't be shocked when JD comes back, like, sooner than later, you know? Because based off that CVV interview, I was like, dude. Boom. Frog splash. Dom beats Penta. Crazy. First title defense, the first show the night after he wins the belt. And yeah, JD did CVV. And he was like, well, you know, I got like a couple months left, I'd say. And I'm like sitting there in my head, I'm going, and this is like a month ago. And I'm like, well, CVV films his shit like a month in advance, I think. So that's got to be at Mania or after Mania, right around maybe right before the go-home show for Mania. So there we go. He's back. So there you go. And then Finn's looking at JD like, what the fuck? So interesting to see how this all develops. Now kick Finn out. No, JD and Finn got to stick together. Is ultimately what's going to happen. And we're going to get like Dom and Lito versus Finn and JD. And then here come Raquel and Liv. And Finn's like, what the fuck? I didn't know you were going to be back, JD.
Thanks for coming out here. We're going to put a sport coat on and join you here. But again, we are dealing with a very troubling situation. Our cherished colleague, McAfee, was attacked by Gunther. Michael, you yourself.
It's crazy. You got Tessitore doing Michael's role while Michael's like sitting there all distraught.
And fully document the event on our terms. No matter how much that bothers Gunther, you never lay hands on the announce team. And right now,
yeah, we're still waiting on Seth. Yeah, we're getting a 3-hour Raw today. That's for goddamn sure.
Moments ago, one of the most celebrated luchadors nearly took a title. And meanwhile, WrestleMania this weekend, a more controversial and questionable luchador was celebrating a victory.
So they're recapping El Grande Americano. Speaking of lucha, for years WWE had given the hard no on working with Alberto El Patron. I think I read this before. But yeah, those close to Patron claimed that he has said different and the two sides had discussed a possible appearance. I just don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they're going to let Alberto on WWE TV again. Jeremy Borash will be involved in AAA's creative side on behalf of WWE. Great move on behalf of WWE there. Natalia arrived at Bloodsport. We got that. Triple H once again said he hates the internet, and if he didn't hate them before WrestleMania, he certainly hates them now after WrestleMania. So the announcement of the AAA, right? And we get the El Hijo fucking point, and you know that's a shot at Tony Khan. You know that's like, you know, that's nasty business right there. But we do know that, well, I don't know if we knew this, so let me give you guys an allegedly, okay? Something I may or may have not have heard.
Allegedly.
Like Conan has been telling this kid, like, get to fucking WWE. Don't do that dumb shit, bro. Like, get to WWE. You know, so I don't know if that's been mentioned on K100. I'm sure it has. But Kathy Kelly has been training as of late at the PC. She's been involved in promo classes and in-ring training. The idea would be to potentially use her as a manager. Now they're just speculating. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to see her wrestle or be a manager. I got to be honest. And ladies and gentlemen, here is Ariel Helwani's take on the whole John Cena, Cody Rhodes thing. Let's hear what Ariel has to say.
That's my biggest gripe when it comes to pro wrestling. When people are playing pro wrestler, when it feels like they are playing a character, it bothers me. Why is it working for Logan Paul? It's working for Logan Paul right now because it feels like he is just a dick. Why did it work for Hollywood Hogan? Because it felt like he was truly a dick. We don't believe that John Cena is a dick. We don't believe that John Cena is a bad guy. We don't believe that he wants to be, all ho-hum and not answer questions and do the thing at the press conference saying it's clickbait. He doesn't act, feel, look like a bad guy. And so for me, it feels inauthentic. It feels forced. It doesn't feel special. And when you don't explain 2 months later the partnership, the union with The Rock, when you don't explain really 2 months later the partnership and the union with Travis Scott, it feels flat. This should have been the crescendo of a year-long story that really started.
Yeah, and Ariel's spot on about this. Like, it's really The Rock. They're just recapping the McAfee stuff during commercial. It's really on The Rock, too. Like, he didn't fucking show up. And so it just left like a gaping hole in the story, ultimately. And so we don't believe the Cena. Well, it's fucking kayfabe. So yes, like the people are booing Cena, like they're behind the heel turn and he's flipping everything there. Like whenever the crowd cheers him, he figures a way to flip it. Right. But what sort of added the validity to the Cena stuff is like, you believe Travis Scott's a dick and you believe The Rock's a dick. So like Cena, I don't know. When he's just by himself though, it's a little bit like, what the fuck? So Ariel is spot on with that. And they should have it's on The Rock though. Because Ariel's like, this should have been the crescendo. Well, how do you give it that with what Cena has already done, right? The Rock had to be there for that to happen. So it's not like it was dead in the water. He's not saying that. It's just like when you have that element and then you don't pay it off the right way, at least in fans' minds, yeah, they're going to be pissed.
On the Monday after WrestleMania 40 last week with The Rock and Cody Rhodes, and it could have ended in a beautiful way yesterday, a year later, with The Rock showing up and Cody getting his revenge or whatever it is, or even The Rock getting his revenge, whatever it is, The Rock doesn't even show up. This whole thing had to do with The Rock, dating back to last year in Philadelphia. And then, of course, in Toronto, and then he doesn't show up. And why I still don't understand why Travis Scott is there. Still don't understand. Now, again, this is fun. This is entertainment. And I know he's doing the thing now. I'm going to ruin pro wrestling. I'm going to take the belt. And I get it. And I bet if someone was on the creative team listening to this to be like, just wait and see how it's all playing out. Well, I'm judging it right now, Monday, April 21st at 1:13 p.m. Eastern. Right now, it feels flat. Right now, there's too many holes in it. Right now, there was a thread and someone took a scissor and cut it. There is no continuity.
No, that's not true, though. That's bullshit. That's where I'm calling bullshit. Because if The Rock showed up tonight or on SmackDown and then cut a promo about and explained all the shit he's bitching about, then no one snipped it. The story is Travis and The Rock come out and help John Cena beat the fuck out of Cody Rhodes. So Travis Scott came out and helped John Cena beat Cody Rhodes. No, that is the story. So that's where his rant here. No, now you're fucking up. You're going too long, bud. Cut it short while you were cooking. Now you're just talking out of your ass. But yeah, until this point, no. You know what I mean? The story's still the story. It's not like, oh, the story doesn't make sense. No, you just didn't get the explanation. And yes, The Rock should have been there in that moment. And maybe that part doesn't make sense. But like, it's not like, oh, the whole fucking all of it's just, it's like, no, if The Rock came back tonight right now and was like, Seth and Heyman are my guys and fucking Travis, whatever, then we can't say that. If we never see Travis Scott again, then maybe, I don't know. But it seems like he's going to be around more. And John Cena continued the story tonight. He's like, yeah, I'm going to You know, it's not like we haven't heard from Cody Rhodes yet. We don't know exactly where the story definitively ends. We know that Cody and Randy are tied closely together too, and have been for a while. And even Randy was eyeing up that title from when Cody had it. So there's still elements there. It's not like it's just the whole story's done now, shot in the leg, but we missed a beat. We're skipping a beat that should have been there at Mania is what you know, we're skipping a beat or we're holding off on it because Rock can't pull a peck because he's got a Scorsese movie or whatever, you know?
Anymore. There is no connection. What is the connection between Cena and Travis Scott? If you're telling us wait and see, well, what better time than WrestleMania to explain that connection? And we're supposed to believe that Travis Scott is going to be some kind of threat to Cody Rhodes? Come on.
I don't think we're supposed to believe he's some sort of threat to him. No, he's a sucker punching little bitch. He's a little weasel. That's what it is.
Oh, no. That's my biggest.
Yeah, it's all good. I agree with most of what Ariel said there. And I guess maybe I was a little semantical, but that, ladies and gentlemen, was WWE news. Round of applause. We're going to listen to what Rollins has to say. Yeah, Seth did nothing wrong. Yeah, I told you guys, when they leave Mania, Seth's just going to be 50-50. Like, it doesn't matter if Heyman leaves with them. Half the people are still going to cheer for him, you know, and they're still going to sing a song. So that's why it was hard for me to pick. And it was like, it's the obvious thing the IWC saying, so I think they're going to swerve from that. But no, it was the right call, you know? It's definitely the right call to go with Seth leaving with Heyman. And I hope he doesn't go, why are you cheering me? No, just accept it. Like, you really didn't do anything wrong in this whole thing. Now they're chanting for Punk. CM Punk. CM Punk. Now they're chanting OTC. Now they're chanting, fuck you, Heyman. See, they don't like that Heyman had to stab everyone in the back, but they appreciate Seth won that.
I am a visionary.
He shouldn't be saying this. Heyman should be saying it. He is a visionary. He is Seth freaking Rollins. That would have been amazing, but all good.
I stole CM Punk's best friend. I am the winner of the.
I'm genuinely curious why The Rock went radio silent, because he knew that he fucked up with this Mania, and he's in Hawaii and he's shooting a fucking Quentin Tarantino movie. Or not a Quentin Tarantino, sorry, a Martin Scorsese movie where he plays like a Hawaiian crime lord. So that's why, because he knew he wasn't going to be there, and it just fucked everyone. So now Punk's taping his fists again, just ready to fight. It's clobbering time. Oh, yeah, they're going at it. Heyman's right there, though, bud. He'll spray you with fucking hairspray or whatever he hit Roman with that one time. Damn, they going at it. Oh, damn. Now this Seth Punk feud just heated up even more. Roman can go away, and this Seth Punk shit heat up even more. You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up. Seth's gouging the eyes. Then a stomp. Damn. They're chanting for the OTC, but he's not there. I wasn't there. Damn, no, that's the end of it. What is Paul going to say, though? We want Roman. Roman ain't there.
We are going to conclude the weekend of WrestleMania 41 by propelling the news all the way to WrestleMania.
So they're just sticking with the feed, man.
There is a new reigning, defending, undisputed number one top star in this entire.
So Heyman's just putting over Rollin and the early title card, yeah.
He declares him a number one top star.
No, Roman's music hits. They're swerving the shit out of us tonight, yeah. Roman's music hits, holy shit. Yeah, they're just going on, dude. The overrun. It's a great trick. So they just dump Punk. Where's Roman coming from? Roman's going to come from behind or something. No, he's walking out. That's wild that they played the title credits earlier and stuff. What was that all about? Oh, hell yeah. Now we get Roman, Seth. Spear, you're done. You're cooked. And Paul Heyman, you know you fucked up. You know Roman clears Seth or Punk one-on-one, bro. Talking about the GOAT. Talking about the OTC. Oh, and he just Superman punches the shit out of Heyman. Oh, he's going to spear his ass now. What are we missing? Oh, who's this? Braun Breaker's a Heyman guy. Braun fucking Breaker's a Heyman guy. With Seth. Oh. Woo-wee.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Breaker's a Heyman guy. Bro, See, Heyman said it. He's putting together like a squad. And you have Breaker now with Seth and Heyman. Insane. Insane. Let's get one more fucking guy. And now, just like that, Breaker's in the conversation with Reigns and Punk and Seth. That's why he dropped the IC. Oh, Roman's coming at Breaker. Braun's going to smoke him. Spear versus spear. Oh. Yeah, we're getting Roman versus Braun down the line. Maybe a tag match as well. Like Braun and Seth, Punk and Roman. Now you have the Wise Man with Breaker. And we know they needed heels too, so it's good you don't fully switch Braun just because people love him. People love him and Seth, but they're both healing here. Got good heat on them. Give them another third man too. Like they could get a third guy in this group. Can Ethan Page or something like that eventually or something like that? I don't know. Who else are they trying to build? They're making Roman watch the stomp of Punk. I don't think he cares. He doesn't care for Punk too much. Woo! And now we have Paul just elevating Breaker like everyone wanted, and then he's with Seth. Maybe you get Becky aligned with them in some capacity too. I would not be mad at that. Like just Seth and Becky hanging out, like Paul's there. Add a third guy. I was just saying this too not long ago. I was like, we need a new like Evolution type group. Put one more guy with Seth. Like a guy like Ethan Page who's a vet, but he's like a newer name on the scene, right? And then then you have sort of like a, because Seth is as veteran as they come. Then you have Breakers, like the breakout guy from that group, you know? I could totally see that. Jesus, what an amazing fucking ending to that Raw where they dragged it out. A full 3-hour event. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to all of our WWE news. I want to thank you. Round of applause for the PWT universe for fucking being here all WrestleMania. I mean, that was it. That was WrestleMania weekend right there. The Raw after Mania. Round of applause. I appreciate you all. Again, they can do that. Next week, expect it to be 2.5 hours. Wednesday, we have Tremendous Sickos, AEW news, Dave Meltzer, all that good shit. This Raw went long. I got to get out of here. I love you all so much. Wednesday, we're back to normal, baby, but we're going to have mostly not WWE news unless anything breaks, unless I have any updates for the whole AAA thing or anything like that, but I think it's all out there. We took massive W's. We didn't do the random name thing. We'll do that. I promise we'll do that, okay? Just we didn't do it today. I do got to get out of here, but we'll draw the name who beat Phil and get the $50 gift card, okay? I promise we'll do it. And we'll do it like Wednesday or some top of the show. We won't make anyone wait, or I'll do a run in or something like that. Okay. And yeah, I appreciate you all. Thanks for being here. The Mania coverage was insane. We had insane crowds turn out here for PWT as well. Guys, make sure you're here for the Wednesday show, same time, same place. And we're going to go in on AEW. It's been a while since we talked about like AEW and sort of how Dave Meltzer react to all the AAA news and his reaction to WrestleMania and all that. We're going to talk about that this Wednesday. I appreciate you all for being here. Hit like, hit subscribe, youtube.com/@ProWrestleClips, @ProWrestleTimes. We're almost at 7K subs, right? 6,500 on the Clips channel. So you guys are fucking amazing again. Thank you. And yeah, stay hydrated, take good care of each other. We'll see each other on Wednesday, Saturday as well. I don't know if there's a PLE or anything, so just normal collision or whatever. But yeah, it's year one. We just kicked things off, and Breaker's a Heyman guy. What more can I say? That's what we've all wanted. Take care of each other, be kind to each other, eat well, drink lots of water. And until next time, I'll see you all in the Upside Down. Peace.
I look and see, it's not just me.
Jack, why do you insist on doing this dumb internet shit on TV?
I look and see, it's not just me.
This place is a fucking joke, man. You're a clown. I quit.
So many of us have stood where we stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. So many of us have stood where we stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. They call us problem child. We spend our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild.
No. It doesn't make logical sense, but it makes.
Well, yes, of course.
But it makes wrestling booking sense. Of course, this makes no sense. Of course, okay, it makes no sense. However, in pro wrestling booking, which often makes no sense, you would do that. It's about making money. It's not about anything else. Wrestling's always been about making money first and foremost. That's it.
Yes, I look and see, it's not just me.
Last weekend was the greatest weekend in AEW history. This is the greatest week.
I look and see, it's not just me.
Security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
So many of us have stood where we stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. So many of us have stood where we stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. They call us problem child. We spend our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. They call us problem child. We spend our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. Living wild. Yeah.
If you're familiar with how we do things often here on these Wednesdays, it's a lot like one of my favorite movies, Time Cop.
What? Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Damn it.